The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, and like one of my idols, Rosa Parks, said one day, nah, dog, that ain't me.
That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan Big Rig, Nick Utam.
How's it going? I would also like to say a happy birthday to Robert England, who is 72 today.
Fuck yeah, Rob. Good happy birthday, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You ruined my life. I can't sleep.
the man of your dreams and nightmares. I suggest if nobody's ever met him before, you do that quickly because he's 72.
Don't start the shot like that, man. That's so sad.
Damn, Nick, what the fuck, Big Rig?
Will he be at Horror Hound?
I want to say he's on the list, isn't he?
Let me check.
While you're checking, folks, we will be at Horror Hound. So if you want to come hang out with us, that is September the 6th through the 8th, Indianapolis, Indiana. It's not our first Horror Hound. It's not our second. It's our third. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Maybe we'll be giving out some free shit this time. But come out, hang out with us, have a couple drinks, and you know. So we're going to start today's show out like we always do, and we're going to give a shout out to our newest patrons. So first off, we'd like to thank Lewis. He joined at our highest level, so thank you very much, Lewis. I'd also like to thank Sean, Elac, and Quaff Down Ginger, I guess, is it? Yeah, Quaff Down Ginger.
Thanks, Quaff. Love you, buddy. You've always been the real MVP.
Sure.
So if you're out there wondering what you guys are going to get on Patreon, let's just give you guys a quick heads up. So tonight, obviously after hours, but we're getting our stuff together. We're going to be doing an in-depth review of Chernobyl, the HBO series, since people are saying, why aren't there people of color in Soviet Russia? Well, I thought the answer was obvious, but whatever. We're going to be talking about that on Patreon, and we actually have all of Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone. We're going to be watching that and getting into that too. So if you want to hear about those atrocities of that atrocity of entertainment and Chernobyl, which could be the best thing ever, I've heard great things. Join us over there, and I'd like again to thank everyone who's backed us. You guys are going to get a lot of awesome content in the near future. Now, somebody already asked. Well, I'm just addressing the super chat early, but I'm going to read it. Obi-Wan, don't worry. Where's Kendo at? Well, Kendo, tonight is a very special night for Kendo. What is it? The St. Louis Blues, the hockey team, is in some sort of NHL playoff for the Stanley Cup. I'm not a sports guy.
They're in the finals, but yeah.
Finals. Okay, so they're in the finals to eventually somehow, hopefully, make it to the Stanley Cup, right? Is that how it goes?
They're in the Stanley Cup, so they're playing to win it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for explaining it to the lay people, Dion, myself included. Point is, Kendo is at the event. It's a big night for him. He's a huge hockey fan. He's a big sports fan. He's a huge St. Louis fan. So if you're wondering where he is, that's where he is. If you're thinking about him, let him know. Give him a shout out and hope his team wins. And was it Go Blues? So there we go. I know Kendo will listen back to the show because there's only the only bigger fan of World Class Bullshitters than myself is Kendo. So Kendo, hello from 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 6, 2019. Hey, buddy. Hope you had a good time. Roll Tide. So, one thing I'd like to do before we get into tonight's festivities is I'd like to say a thank you to our community. So there is no listener of the week. It's everybody. So we had a member of our Facebook group, our couple thousand member Facebook group, who had a family member pass away. And I'm not going to get into personal information like that. But, he came to talk to the group. And I want to just say thank you to everyone who showed all the support for this guy. It was a really cool outpouring of support. And it just goes to show what kind of community we have. So I'm very happy and proud that those are the type of people that listen to this podcast. So everyone involved is listener of the week. Thank you guys very, very much. Oh, okay. So, Dion, Nick,
Yes.
I got an image that I'm going to put up for tonight's show. It is the theme of tonight's show. And folks, if you're out there, there you go. That is tonight's show right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that the reviews were not kind.
Well, there's a lot to talk about. Now, Dion, we've been comic book fans our entire lives. And Nick, you know the characters. And you like some comics. To say you're not a comic fan would be a complete lie because there are some you love. Horror comics mostly. Now, the X-Men are near and dear to my heart. I love the X-Men. I guess Okay, so Spider-Man and then Batman are the two I got into the earliest, but the X-Men were right there. It was September or October of 1992, so I would have been 4 at the oldest. And the X-Men have always been there. They were one of the biggest parts of the 1990s in terms of comic books. And when I was at the ripe old age of 11, I saw the X-Men film in theaters. I rode my bike to the local theater, and I had to lie to say I was of age, but I was a 7-foot tall 11-year-old, so no one gave a shit.
Right.
And I went and saw it. X-Men was a fun movie. X2 was better. They've been hit or miss, but X-Men is very important to me. And right now, X-Men not only has been producing terrible films, it's been kind of under attack by a lot of stupid people that are actually in charge of the X-Men. So have you guys heard? This is not rumor. This is not speculation or innuendo. This is a verified article from Marvel Studios who says, X-Men, the name is outdated. Have you heard the stupidity?
Yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah, I've heard a couple. I've seen a couple of things roll through my feed. So yeah, I'm aware of what's kind of going on. I guess I know that I didn't read that article, but I know that's what's been said.
So, folks, there are countless articles out there, and the sentiment behind this is very stupid. To say that the name X-Men is outdated, archaic, I look at it from this point of view. X-Men is a brand, it's a franchise, it's what we come to watch and read. It's not Wolverine and his pals, it's not Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Storm go on an adventure. It's the X-Men. There's the Uncanny X-Men, X-Men, Ultimate X-Men. It's a name brand that has, stood the test of time. And not until the stupid climate of 2019 do we have people actually question if we should change the name of X-Men. Do you think we should?
No.
Fuck no. Why? And it's not even that they're fucking males. It's because it's human. X-Men is a play on the word human. One of the original members of the X-Men is a female. Holy shit. Like, what? I saw that. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a meme. I was like, that is pretty damn funny. But then they're like, oh, well, Mystique says it in the movie. People are actually trying to get the name changed. It's like, wait, what? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
That doesn't make any sense. Because like you're gonna change your brand because of you know what? If you're gonna do that, go ahead and start, instead of calling them manual covers, call them personal covers. Just start doing that now. Go ahead and change everything. Change everything. No, go ahead and do it. Because if X-Men is what fucking keeps you up at night and triggers you to have a panic attack, I don't know.
Say. Then also, you can't say Disney princesses. Don't. When they talk about doing a sequel for Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, it has to be Siblinghood of the fucking Traveling Pants. Fucking when you're talking about different sports leagues, change the fucking complain about those too. Well, it shouldn't be. It should just be soccer. And then when they talk about the specific teams, it should be the vagina soccer team. And then it should be the sausage soccer team. Like, you can't, I say it all the time. You have to fucking, if you believe it all the time. But all of a sudden, X-Men, which again, we've said it multiple times, was a motherfucking allegory for racism.
Yeah,
okay.
All the time.
So now all of a sudden, it shouldn't be X-Men. What the fuck else is it going to be called?
Nothing. All the mutants. Well, is it New Mutants? That's already a brand. What is it? X-Force. That's already a different team. Yeah. We've had Deadpool 2. That's the X-Force team in the cinematic universe. Well, we're rebooting it. Well, X-Force isn't actually the X-Men. It's an offshoot. It's the original X-Men after
And then they kill people. Yeah. So, is that going to be the thing now? Is it, we don't want X-Force to actually kill people. Just
call them Xavier's clan. That's fine. Just call them that.
Oh, no, you can't use that last word, because what if that trigger... look, folks, if you're out there in Hollywood listening, and believe me, we got the numbers to show that somebody out there has to listen to us, don't. I feel like Captain America, when this lady Victoria Alonso is like, we need to change the name, it's outdated. I'm just like, lady, just don't. Seriously, there's no outcome where this is a win for Marvel, humanity, the internet, geekdom. Everyone is a loser, because no matter that it's the name X-Men, which everybody knows and loves, X-Men has some. If we have to even get into these type of arguments, and we're starting early tonight, X-Men has some of the strongest female comic book characters in all of existence. People will go to Wonder Woman. Well, I'll give you a Wonder Woman and give you a Storm, Rogue, Jubilee, Jean Grey. We'll take out Jubilee because she actually.
I was just about to say, do we really want to use Jubilee?
No, I just got her action figure in the mail last week, so I'm kind of on that Jubilee high. Kind of like you were high on that Aleister Black a couple weeks ago.
Good.
Jubilation Lee, all day. No. Look,
Well
X-Men,
played. That was a
yeah.
good callback. Good +1 reference, buddy.
I see him on TV all the time, and I just think of you going, man, I'm high on that Alistair Black shit. And I just laugh every time
I'm
to
glad.
myself. Well, I mean, we are best friends. We
How about
change
this?
each other's lives.
That made me feel good, man. Thank
And
you,
Nick,
buddy.
every time I see a semi-truck, I think of you.
Oh, thanks.
The biggest of rigs. No, this is the kind of stuff, though. This is why the Fandom Menace exists, to combat stupidity in Hollywood, to call these people out on their shit.
Can we-
These aren't. What?
Can we change Superman to Super Person? Can we do that too?
Yeah,
Wonder Woman can't be Wonder Woman. It's got to be Wonder.
Wonder Warrior.
No. Wonder non-binary, non-gender specific human carbon-based life form.
But she's made of clay. That's the tagline. But she's made of clay.
and she was made by a man, so
No, she's made by her mom. I think she takes what is her Hera? Not Hera. What's her fucking name? Themyscira is where they live.
okay.
What is Wonder Woman's name? Okay, Google.
Diana of.
What is Wonder Woman's mother's name?
Oh fuck.
Wonder Woman's mother is Hippolyta.
Hippolyta.
There
Okay.
you go.
Couldn't think of it. Sorry. Got the movie. Got
Wonder
it.
Woman.
How do I have a Wonder Woman comic in my office and I just now realized this?
Nice.
Seriously. I got Rebirth Wonder Woman #5, where it's her and Steve Trevor and some trees. Shit. I didn't know I had this.
And they're having a 3-way.
Probably an
It's
all
totally
vinyl
not gay.
3-way.
Yeah.
It's a
Kind
tree.
of like Evil Dead, but a lot less blood is involved.
Yeah. Well, you know what? No matter which way that tree swings, we support it. We're world class bullshitters. We're the nicest
Right.
people on the internet.
Mhm.
Now, we can joke all night about X person, X this, X that. It's dumb, and I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it should even be teased. Kevin Feige has said it's going to take, 5 years before the X-Men get involved in the MCU anyway?
Okay.
I'm thinking the political climate's going to change so much by 2024 that it won't even fucking matter. Like, people are just going to be so over this.
even if they do make it call them something else, what's going to happen is they're not going to make any money because people are not going to be like, oh, it's called something else. Like, oh, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to give it my money. That's something weird with kids at school, and they have lasers coming out of their eyes. There's a guy who's psychic and bald, and he's in a wheelchair. What the hell's going on? I have no idea what this is. That's what's going to happen. They're going to lose their audience because it won't have the brand name that we all know.
Yeah,
that's
you bought
yeah.
Fox to get it back. Come on.
Yeah. So by doing that, they're literally shooting themselves in the foot. So I don't understand why. God, it's so fucking stupid. It's a name. It's a fucking name.
It's the name. It's
Yeah,
not even a
get
bad name.
over it.
I could understand if it had if words had changed over time. I'm trying to think of a word that doesn't mean what it used to mean. But my point is, X-Men has not changed. It's only been out for 56 years, and it's the X-Men. Everybody knows it. You can either hum the theme song. If you're a super nerd like me, you can sing that really shitty Pride of the X-Men theme song that literally uses the words X-Men. This is their day, and that's it. Coming your way. That's the song, man. So don't mess with the X-Men. You got decades of legacy and lineage, and I'm gonna throw this card out there. If they do change the name of X-Men, I will never buy another X-Men figure, and I buy too many X-Men figures, Dion.
No, I believe it. I've seen all of them.
The weird part is they're not even characters I like. I'm just awkwardly obsessed with X-Men toys.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't have them as a kid. Maybe they're just cool as an adult. I don't know, but I will stop it if they're no longer the X-Men. I don't need to support it.
Yeah.
Well, plus, if the other side of that is if you're going to change the name to appease people who clearly don't fucking read the comic books, again, that shows where your loyalty is. So even on a personal level, okay, me who have, you who buy shit ton of figures, I fucking love reading X-Men. Okay, I've been to all the movies. I buy the goddamn movies. I'm not. That means that you're not gonna you don't care about me. That you don't care about my loyalty. I've been watching this shit since the fucking mid-90s, since 93, 94. Okay, you don't care about people who spend money on your stuff, even after how terrible fucking The Last Stand was. I paid money to go see fucking X-Men Origins.
I know.
All right. So even just on a personal, even getting past the whole political bullshit, that tells me where your loyalty is. And if your loyalty are to people who, one, don't read the comics, two, don't care about them until they agree with their political stance, and three, aren't going to watch it even after you change the fucking name, then that tells me all I need to know, dude. That's just like, boom, I'm done. It's fucking very clear that you want money from people who don't even give a shit about what you do. So, yeah, I'd be absolutely done too. I wouldn't go see another goddamn X-Men movie. I wouldn't I'm not gonna buy any more fucking t-shirts. I'm not doing any of that.
Yeah, I actually own X-Men t-shirts because you never see me wear comic shirts anymore, but I do have X-Men ones.
Right.
Nick, how dumb is this on a scale of 1 to 10?
What's the scales? 10 being dumbest or 10 being the least?
10 being like obscenely stupid.
This is like a 12 because, like, once again, you're rebranding. It's like rebranding Coca-Cola or Nike or something like that. Something we've known for years that's embedded in our culture. Like, that's what you're trying to do. You're rebranding something that is so that it's embedded in our culture for so long, and we know just by the name alone that you're going to make it into something that goes with your politics for right now. Like, the politics change all the time.
Yeah.
And you're going to just change it now for the small amount of time just to make a few people who you're trying to win more people over to get more money. You're going to lose your core. Once again, you're going to lose your core audience. And if you make it like, if you name it something else, like Xavier's Kids or whatever, you're going to
equal to Bebe's Kids.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to reference.
Thank you for that.
You're gonna lose a giant chunk of your audience, and nobody's gonna go watch it, and it's gonna be really funny to see you once again blame the fans because nobody supported your movie, like you always do. So it's just gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, by the way, folks, I got a video coming out on Monday. I was able to pump out 2 this week, but then hosting the High Council and doing all this other stuff and working on the comic, I haven't been able to get anything out for the rest of this week. So what I'm going to do a little differently this weekend is I'm going to let this podcast sit here on YouTube. It'll also be archived. But Monday, I'm coming back with a vengeance because I have a video that I've been thinking about, and it discusses like the attack on fans and how these companies are afraid of you and stuff like that. So it's a very pro-you video, and there's a lot of articles that have been coming out and making me think very critically. And critical thinking doesn't mean I'm being critical of a person. It means I'm thinking about it critically, in depth. So I hope you enjoy Monday's video. It's something I'm going to take the weekend to work on, and we'll talk about it next week. I actually got a lot of stuff, and with this newer format I'm working with, I'm able to give you guys more content. So while you're here, I got you. Give this a thumbs up so we can know that you like it. And we, come back every Thursday to listen to the podcast, especially if the Blues lose, we can hear Kendo defeated. And if they win, we can hear him say, fuck yeah. So I want Kendo to be happy. I do.
Oh, yeah, for
He's
sure.
a friend. You guys are my 3 closest friends. I would hate to watch him be broken emotionally. But if they lose when we're on air, he's going to get drunk and call us. I know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shit, he'll be drunk if they win too. So
That's true. That's very true.
God, the Blues, the city's not shit anymore. Fuck you, Kurt Warner.
I don't even know what that means, and it's funny to me. So we're going to talk about the embarrassment of Dark Phoenix in a moment, but we got a lot of super chats that rolled in super quick tonight. So first off, thank you guys. We really appreciate it.
We love you.
Yeah, you guys are really keeping us afloat when YouTube's getting kind of wonky. So shout out to you guys and thank you. But first off, Dr. Coffinail says, Danny DeVito needs to be the next Wolverine. Only thing to get me on board is the next MCU phase. I'm all about that. Have you guys seen the images of that?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they're fucking fantastic. Hit with the mutton chops. I love
God
it.
damn, dude. That would be what gets me back into the MCU stuff. It's like if you make him Wolverine, and if he's just like Frank from Always Sunny, and then all the actors around him just kind of ignore him, but are always like real serious, like really seriously acting with him, like he is Wolverine, would make it so fucking funny.
Jean Grey was a whore.
Yeah, like oh my god, like I'd be invested for a long time then.
There we go. There's the image. That man should be everything.
God, just pull on Eddie Murphy and make him be all the Avengers. Like, just do that. I want to see that movie.
A DeVito's School for Gifted Children.
There you go.
You could change the X-Men name to that, and I'd be okay with it. Disney.
God, that'd be hilarious. Oh, jeez.
You remember when people wanted him to be the voice of Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yes. I still would have bought that for $1.
I actually saw that movie. I still haven't seen it yet.
I actually liked it. I thought I'd be like, mainly go for Hill, but I actually liked it a lot. So I'll tell you that. And the ending wasn't like super fucking mishmash. It was actually pretty damn good.
Well, I'm not against it at all. Like, the trailer interested me. I like that. What was his name?
Yeah.
Justice Smith, that black kid that's in the Get Down.
Yeah.
He's cool. I like him. He's pretty good in what else is he in? Is he in Kong Skull Island? No, he's in Jurassic Park. Never
Just
seen him
Bark,
act.
yeah, that's what it is.
I like the actor. I think he does a good job. I will watch him and stuff.
Did you hear that Netflix is making an animated Jurassic Park series?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Are they going to bring back Dr. Alan Grant?
I have no idea what's going on. All I know is it's going to be animated.
As long as we get the laugh, then I'm down.
Whatever happened to Sam Neill?
Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, did it really kill him? Whatever. He went.
He was in a bunch of like HBO and Showtime shows for a while too.
He was almost James Bond. There's screen test footage of him on the Blu-rays.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was gonna be where I think it was down to him and Timothy Dalton.
Ooh,
him and Pierce Brosnan maybe.
I think it was Tim Tebow. I thought, but
Pierce Brosnan was originally hired. And then Remington Steele renewed his contract, so he had to go back to work, and then the show got canceled right afterwards. So he got host. Thankfully, Brosnan became Bond when we were kids, so we could, become the biggest Brosnan fans in the world. Obi-Wan 2783 says, "Where is Beat Boop himself? Party boob for Jeff, Dion, and Nick." Well, Obi-Wan, like we said, Kendo is at the Blues. He's not even at the actual game. He's at the stadium where they play, but it's like showing it on TV. So he's basically like WrestleMania 2ing it tonight. So
yeah,
I just hope he's having a great time. That's all I can say.
If we know Kendall, we know his ass is already halfway through a goddamn Maker's Mark, about to be throwing up on the way home. It'll be great.
I don't think he'll puke tonight because he's not cooking it in a hot tub.
That's very true.
That is the truest of things.
It's like when you make a custard. You got to get it to the right temperature so it'll set. Not tonight. Not tonight. Oh, shit. We got a birthday. Scott Eckert says, "World-class bullshitters on my birthday? Well, I have 2 words for you. Party boob!"
Happy birthday, motherfucker!
Happy birthday, motherfucker!
Yeah, happy birthday, Scott. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. I hope you're having a great night. Dion does as well as Nick. And if you're off tomorrow, have a couple beers tonight. If you got to work, well, enjoy your weekend and do something for yourself because your birthday is only once a year. So that's how I tell everybody, because a lot of people that listen to our show are adults with kids and stuff, and all the rules and responsibilities of being a parent and stuff like that. But have a good time on your birthday. Logan Michael, anti-Funko Pops, says, "I tried to meet Robert England at Texas Frightmare, but the fat lady shut the line down 2 feet away from us." By the way, Pops are gay.
Damn, that's rough, man.
What has that ever happened to me where they close you out right before you're about to do something? I've heard stories. But
I don't know. I've never had that happen to me because I've always gone early to go see the celebrities and get in line and just kind of sit there. Yeah, I've never been cut off. Not that I can remember.
Dr. Coffin Nails, thank you again. He sent in the same super chat twice. Danny DeVito needs to be the next Wolverine. The only thing that will get me on board for Disney X-Men. Now he's on Disney X-Men. Shit, okay. I'm with you, Dr. Coffin Nails. It'd be so fun. If I have the time, I would love to draw you guys an exclusive drawing of Danny DeVito as Wolverine. I'll give it out at Horror Hound for free.
Ooh, shit.
That'd be fun. Oh, I could do that every convention we work. I could take a limited edition of these or limited amount of these prints and be like, all right, if you come meet us, you get one for free.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
There you go. Collect them. And if you get them all, I'll send you a special thing in the mail or some shit like that. So there you go. Remind me. I'll make it happen. The comic will be well shipped out and everything will be done by then.
Oh, yeah. That's, the convention is until September, so we're fine.
Oh, yeah. I can tell you guys this isn't anything secret. I actually have a system on how to ship the books out as quick as possible. And I don't even have to send them off. I got volunteers to help me do an assembly line, so it's going to be fucking awesome.
That's great, man.
Yeah, that's so it'll be a little party. I'll even live stream it for the folks out there watching. I still won't tell you the end of the story though. I'm not going to ruin it for the 1,400 people that bought the book.
Damn.
Kevin Thor 113 says, "Hello, nurse and world class bullshitters." Jeff, seriously, when will you set up a subscribe star, YouTube join or something? YouTube join, I don't know what that is. They didn't offer it to me, but I will set it up. I talked to Jeremy actually from Geeks and Gamers today. He called me on the phone and we were talking about just a couple things. Actually, how much we enjoy Nerdrotic. That's the main discussion of the conversation, actually. But I said something about setting up a subscribe star. I will make that happen soon. I just need to remember. Like I told you guys on, I think it was Good Morning Pop Culture, or maybe it was the High Council. If I ever say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, it's that I forgot. It's not that I was trying to be lazy or just, get work, weasel my way out of something. I just honestly forget because these guys know we're always doing something behind the scenes to try to make content or do extra things.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah,
right.
all the time.
So I will, Kevithar, I will do that because I know a lot of people want to support us and they don't want to support Patreon, and that's fine. It's your prerogative. But when we do, we'll have the same tiers across. So when you want to give whatever, you'll get access to whatever. Because I know a lot of people, support me on this platform. I don't believe on just, we got to give you stuff. So, and I like doing it because we talk about stuff we can't talk about over here. We go into deeper subjects. We talk about off the wall stuff. Pretty much, if you support us on those, you're like a big, big fan of us, and we give you all kinds of stuff. So, Kevithar, you'll be the first to know, man. I will make a big public announcement on social media all over, and I'll look into YouTube Join. I actually took a screenshot of somebody else's on how to do it. So, maybe next week, maybe for the High Council. By the time the High Council rolls around, I'll have that. Remind me. Lou DeMarzo says, "Hey guys, would love to stay and listen, but I have to get up at 3 for work. Ugh. It's a pleasure to be It's a pleasure to be a supporter of you guys. It's comforting to know there are those out there with the same mindset as me." Well, Lou, thank you for listening, and from the future, hello. And I hope your workday wasn't too difficult. Dion, you and I have had jobs where we have to get up early in the morning. Nick, have you ever had to get up at like 3 in the morning for a job?
Yeah, when I was shooting the movies, the movies was a couple of years ago, that's how it would happen. I'd have to like get up super early, be there, set everything up, and start shooting. It was a pain in the ass.
On average, how long is the setup before you would start rolling camera?
An hour. So yeah, an hour setup, an hour breakdown, and then whatever happens between. Usually a 12-hour day. So ends up being a 14-hour day, sometimes a 15-hour day.
Now, Dion, you remember working at the airport security and how much you hated that at 3 in the morning.
Dude, fucking hated that goddamn job, dude. Oh my god, not fun. Not fun.
I remember you were in a much different headspace. I'm so glad that part of your life is over because we're still buddies, and it's way better to hang out.
Yes, it is way, 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 way better.
And Jake had that job too.
He did. He was working in a different place, but he was not hugely enjoying of that job either.
Yeah.
Being on the bottom rung of security is not fun.
I won't say the name on air because forget them, but they know who they are.
Yeah.
And then Logan Michael, Anti-Funko Pops, the Soul Dark Phoenix, it was okay. Not many people there. So that is the perfect segue to the next segment. Dark Phoenix, and the main title of tonight's show is, does Disney really care about Dark Phoenix? Now, obviously, people will say no. I read the chat before the show started. But it makes me wonder how many other franchises Disney will just treat expendable in the long term from Fox so they can reimagine it as their own. I mean, with X-Men, we know they want to do an MCU X-Men, and the longevity of the MCU is at stake here. But do you think this movie... First off, here's the first question. Is this movie going to make money over the weekend?
No, yes, it will. It will. I think eventually word of mouth is going to kill that momentum very fast. But again, that's the thing. Fucking comic book fans are a lot like wrestling fans in that they're very forgiving. And I think, especially X-Men fans, because, X-Men is definitely one of the most beloved franchises in all of comic books. And the fans, the first X-Men, the second X-Men did such goodwill for people that they're going to try and forgive the studio, but again, it's the remnants of 20th Century Fox. It's the fucking tumor that won't go away. It's the cancer to this poor franchise that just refuses to be killed by radiation, So hopefully this weekend is the last grasp that this cancer has on the corpse that is X-Men, and hopefully we can get rid of it after this weekend. Because again, I think that people are going to watch it. You're going to see Sophie Turner being Sophie Turner, all this bullshit, and then they're going to say, you know what? Nope, don't go see it, buddy. And your brother's going to be like, oh, okay, cool. And this is probably going to have like a 30 to 50% drop in the box office take. So that's the first thing I'd say.
Nick?
Yeah, I mean it's going to have a significant drop because I mean we've come off of Endgame and other big movies as well, and I think people are trying to just kind of relax and just not get into anything too crazy right now. So, and the fact that Dark Phoenix has come out and they've got a few trailers for it, I mean, that's fine. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't. It's gonna. I think it's gonna flop.
Yeah, I don't even think they care. I really don't think they're just like whatever.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. It's just like well, I mean, it's something they kind of had to deal with when they bought Fox. So it's just like, oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Don't worry, everybody got paid. It's fine.
Yeah, hold on one second. I guess YouTube's got bot issues, so let's see.
There's a bunch jumping in here. Goddamn. But
shit.
Yeah, it's depressing, right? Because X-Men was one of the hottest properties in the business,
Yep.
and it's just I don't know, and I guess it goes to show you how much damage The Last Stand did. Obviously, I think The Last Stand now there are a lot more rose-colored glasses when you look back at that movie. But that movie did some serious fucking damage, and it opened the floodgates to a studio that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Not only that, but you have a studio that's like, hey, here are these characters that people love. We have no fucking idea what to do with them. And and then you have fucking, they, if anything, they get people who they think are gonna be who are big enough to come and bring people into the movie. Now, don't get me wrong, James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, great fucking choices. But Sophie fucking Turner, just because of Game of Thrones, when she's not a great actress, you're gonna bring in Sophie Turner, you're gonna bring in Jennifer Lawrence, and I like Jennifer Lawrence, but she's soured. She's plateaued in terms of what she can do as fucking Mystique. It's and then you tried to bring in Olivia Munn to be Psylocke. Like they don't bring in people who can fucking act. At least with Marvel, Don Cheadle can act. Robert Downey Jr., they brought him back, paid him all that money because he can fucking act. They gave Chris Evans a shot at Captain America because, again, the dude can fucking act. He did other things besides Fantastic Four, and he can act, but it's a shit salad of shit decisions, and it's just shitty.
I love your analogy.
Thank you.
I'm very proud to call myself your friend. There we go.
I appreciate that.
Shout out to everyone that is deleting the bots in the chat. You guys rule. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna be that crazy, man. Shit, that's
you made it when you've got a live stream and the chat goes crazy with fucking bots.
Yeah, well, thank you, YouTube. Put it like this: if I gave you a mod wrench, it means I trust you. So take that as a compliment. If I didn't and I still like you,
got a ways to go, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, not even that. I just picked 3 names that I knew were legit and who are here all the time. And thank you guys. Everyone's hitting it hard. So shout out to you guys. We keep doing a good job. We'll have a mod stream. You guys can come on. We'll talk about whatever you guys want.
How the fuck I don't have a wrench? God damn, that's crazy. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Leave a comment and I'll make you a mod because I don't know your name off the top of my head.
I'm fucking with you, dude. I'm just fucking with you.
Sorry. Now that I know, oh wow, we actually got 666 people watching. Shit, what a perfect number, guys! Hit that thumbs up button, and let's give a flex emoji to all of our awesome people like Cesario Japan, Salvador, Obi-Wan 27883, Kevathar 1138, all these guys and girls. We don't know everybody, but you guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you, and this is why the Fandom Menace kicks ass the way it does, because people got our backs. So boo. Right. Let's see. Where did my window go? Fuck. Okay, hold on. They all closed. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. Sorry, live radio people. So I saw when I was trying to cut out some of the spam, people were like, "Where is New Mutants?" New Mutants should have been out by now. This movie,
dude, I bought a poster for New Mutants when on the Regal app when they had it on there. I bought it for like $8. So I have a poster for a movie that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist at all. I have the poster for it.
You mean the movie that will never be?
Yeah. So I have a poster for a movie that's never going to come out, probably.
Jesus, dude.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah. That's depressing as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit, that's depressing as fuck.
Yeah. Good thing it was like $8 and not any more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So that movie will never see the light of day. Look, I'm not going to let this. Well, I'm not going to. This show's obviously, Disney kind of blows on certain things.
Yeah,
kind of isn't a fucking understatement, and who knows? I'm sure if they can get some teeny bopper momentum out of New Mutants, which I'm sure they think they can. They'll change it to something. But yeah, I'd be amazed if they let New Mutants come out in favor of something a little bit more deliberately offensive to everyone who actually likes the goddamn comic book series.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in August. Now it's being pushed back. How?
to next year apparently. So
Yep.
Yeah, it'll never be out.
no, and I mean I like the trailer because it looked like a horror movie. I was like they're gonna do like a horror kind of really dark thing with the mutants. I'm like fuck yeah, I'm down with that. And then just nothing. So
Well, look, this movie, Dark Phoenix, obviously looks like a shit show. Sounds like a shit show. But I will give Fox credit. The last few years, Deadpool 2, and Logan have kind of pushed the superhero genre in the right direction with R-rated, either serious or R-rated comedy superhero films. They were both massively successful. All three were massively successful. Yes, I can speak. And I bet you New Mutants would have been a horror-style film. Kind of cool. Maybe some body horror, some crazy elements. It would have been something unique because Marvel in the MCU likes to say, well, we have this genre and that genre. But at the end of the day, it's all kind of similar. And
Right.
That's not a bad thing. I've enjoyed all but one MCU flick. And yes, I do mean you, Captain Marvel. Take everything out that Brie Larson said in public and all the media. I still think the movie's bad and boring. It's not structured well. It makes no sense. It retcons the MCU in a negative way, and that is not good.
no, and I really hated how they made that. They made that seem like you had to go see it because of Endgame. You had to go see this. This is important. This is important information. You have to go see it. And it's not. Fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp was way more important than story-wise than this movie was. You could have skipped this. You could have seen cliff notes of it online, and you would have been fine. The movie didn't matter.
Well, not only that, but and again, I always try to preface my critiques on the fact that, hey, I understand making a movie's fucking hard. We all get that. We're all fans of movies. Nick fucking makes goddamn movies. Jeff has made it very clear that he wants to make goddamn movies. So we understand that the shit is difficult. But at the same time, make the fucking movie good. And fucking X-Men and Captain Marvel, they're just examples that there are so many people who get paid a lot of money who don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it's just it's just like especially when you have the property and you knew that fucking Disney was coming for you. You knew that. And then you still put out shit movies?
Yeah. It's all look
goddamn.
at. I don't even think the movie industry is about the movies. It's all like IP chess, and you got to make your move here and make your move there.
What was it? I heard DC finished Doom Patrol shooting down here,
And it got canceled, or not canceled? Sorry,
No.
Swamp Thing
Swamp Thing. Well, no.
canceled.
Do you know why Swamp Thing got canceled?
Mm-mm.
I actually read the whole article. It's because they made a deal with North Carolina, from what I'm reading in Bloody Disgusting. They made a deal with North Carolina for a rebate, a $40 million rebate, and apparently the paperwork was fucking filled out wrong. Like somebody didn't cross a T or dot a lowercase J, so they got fucked, and they had to be like, all right, we spent $80 million on the show, we have to fucking clear out. So $80 million was spent on the Swamp Thing show. They wanted 40 back from North Carolina. $80 million was spent on a show.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's why it shit canned, because they didn't want to pour any more money into it. From what I hear down here, they're filming Stargirl, I think is the name of it, for DC.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Stargirl's happening. Stargirl's happening right now. So
Of all the characters, they went with fucking Stargirl. Okay.
yeah, that's what I've heard. It's
Damn.
it's being shot right now.
She was in fucking Justice League Unlimited for like a hot 15 seconds. Like, okay, Stargirl. Okay, I that's weird as fuck, but that's even weird. But then again, kind of swinging back to that, fucking, DC, spending all this money on Swamp Thing when you either fucked it up and couldn't keep it going, or you spent the money and you were like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. So it's like, what's the process? Are they going to start Stargirl and then fucking come up with some X-Men-esque bullshit with it and then cut it off? Like what? So what? I want to know what their process is for choosing these fucking franchises. Like what is going on? Who approves this shit? Who's paying for this shit?
Somebody as well, and I know Swamp Thing. They went a different. They went an entirely different way than the way the old comics started. They went an entirely different way from the origin story, and it's like a CDC thing. Like there's a disease that's in the town, and they're trying to find it, and like they blame the swamp creature for it, and apparently he's there to help them, and it's that whole thing. But I mean, from what I watched from the trailer, it looked really good. And I'm down for it. I remember the old show from I think the 90s or late 80s. Like that one was
It even had a toy line.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that show. But yeah, I mean, I think somebody fucked up some paperwork somewhere. Somebody's gonna get fired and blacklisted very quickly because they fucked up somewhere. I don't know if it was on the North Carolina side or the production side. Either way, if it's the North Carolina side, nobody's gonna shoot there anymore. They're gonna come down here.
Wait, where do you live at?
Georgia.
And they're gonna film there? Really?
Yeah.
No way. Last week, everyone's leaving.
Everyone was like, "Fuck you, Georgia."
Do you know? Now we're like, "Hey, money."
Rex look real sexy.
Well, I think what is it? It's a 20 or 30% rebate that they're doing right now. So like, why would you not do this? And especially like all these companies have production lined up here for the next, I don't know, at least 2 years. So if they do pull out, it'll be after that when all the money's spent and everything, and then we'll see how good they feel when they try to go somewhere else and film, like North Carolina, who can't apparently fill out fucking paperwork. So
I mean, it is North Carolina.
Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Where's that? Okay. Yeah, that's North Carolina. That's the right place. Yes. Got a Petey Pablo reference. That's for you.
Yeah.
Oh God, Kendo would be so proud right now.
I know. So while we're real quick, DC, I saw this image. It's on my phone, or else I'd screen share it. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. I will screen share it for the people watching. Give me just a moment. I'll send it to you guys via chat, and then I'll share it. It's about the Batman. There's a little bit of information that we've learned from this fandom website, and I don't know how accurate everything is, but man, shout out to people. Salvador, dude, you kick ass. I'm looking at the chat for a second.
No, they're whooping their
They're
ass.
on it, man. They're fucking on it. Like
fucking bots are like Rocky right now.
Yeah, I've seen the bots for like a second. All of a sudden, then get denied. I'm like, all right, there we go.
Am I glad I called that guy? I think today's Eric Freeman, aka Garbage Day's birthday. So,
God,
please shit, really?
Please let it be.
I want him to come to a convention. I want to buy that guy beer and dinner.
Fuck yeah! He's brought so much happiness to our friendship and to our lives.
Oh yeah, just so you know, Robert Englund will not be at the Horror Hound we're going to.
Well, I guess we're not going anymore. Fuck it, Nick. I'm just joking. We're going. Don't anyone get nervous. We're going.
I'm sure somebody for a second just shit was like, I just bought tickets, man. I got a hotel and everything.
Don't worry. We will never back out on our fans. Save for death or a death in our family. We'll be there. We'll be there.
Very, 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 very true. Very true. Yeah, because I mean, we love getting together. We love meeting you guys. We love having a good time. So. Yeah, it's gonna be I mean, come on.
Now, speaking of death, Batman's dead parents. Here we go.
Oh God,
oh, Jesus! God damn!
I'm a fair man. I make fun of everything equally. Now, so last week, or maybe it was this week, they actually confirmed that Robert Pattinson, now known as Battinson, which I refuse to use, has been cast as the Batman. I haven't seen him. I'm not a fan of his. I have seen the other movies that he's been in. Not all of them. I saw the Elephant movie and the 9/11 movie. Didn't like him.
The 9/11 movie.
Yeah, where he ends in the tower at the end.
Yeah, the funny thing is that's supposed to be a romance movie, and they just ended with 9/11. That's how terrible that piece of shit movie is.
Oh my God.
Well, I can say I've seen him in some other roles and whatever.
No,
so I'm
it's
not
the 9/11 movie from now on. He is the 9/11 guy from now on this show. Robert Pattinson.
Maybe not call him the 9/11 guy.
I'm thinking we should just call him, Twinkles or something.
I'm calling him 9/11 Pattinson.
Jesus.
Damn.
Anyway, moving forward, the Batman, everything we know so far, and this comes from fandom, whatever they're called. So there's two villains. The Penguin and Catwoman is rumored. So how do you guys feel about that news?
Don't like it. We already saw Batman Returns, but that's cool.
I actually watched Batman Returns.
And plus, Catwoman was in
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. The Nolan movies. So it's weird how they bring her back. I guess they just really badly want the sex appeal, and they want the horny dudes to come back. So I guess that's what they're doing.
Who do you like more, Anne Hathaway or Michelle Pfeiffer?
Michelle Pfeiffer. No question.
Dion,
You know my answer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she's.
I mean,
just
Anne Hathaway looked good in this suit, and she did.
Yeah, she was
okay,
fine. I liked her, but
like, you know, come
she's
on.
got nothing on white gold, Michelle Pfeiffer.
I like that name, White Gold Michelle Pfeiffer. I have to say, Michelle Pfeiffer is actually cool as Catwoman. Like, I enjoyed her enough that if they did make a movie, I probably would have seen it.
And she has some like the lines that Anne Hathaway. She did all right. You know, I think that the whole you better batten down the hatches line was very good. I think she did a very good job with that. But that's one. Fucking Batman Returns. Michelle Pfeiffer just. The meow thing was fucking dope, and then how could you? I'm a woman, and then she kicks him in the nuts.
I'm sorry. I think if you were the right age as a young boy, you started puberty right then. You're like,
yes,
oh my
you did.
god,
You were like, I don't know what nutting is, but I want to do it a lot now. Thank you, Michelle.
Well, I was only 4 when that movie came out, so no. But
well, I didn't have to see it at 4, but when you did eventually, you know what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying, and I like your joke. I respect it. I will say though that the reason Anne Hathaway can never be my favorite Catwoman, I know she was trying to be slick, but that part in the bar was so lame. She's like crying in the corner. I just didn't like that part when she's faking it on the cops.
Yeah,
I was like, the real Catwoman would have been way cooler. Sorry, Anne. Go make your Rebel Wilson films. But yeah,
with your shitty English accent.
Wait, she's not English? I would have never believed that. So Robert Pattinson has been cast. Warner Brothers cast Battinson as the Caped Crusader. We already know that. DC Universe connects, but only one of many pieces. So I take that as we don't know what we're doing.
Really?
Well, don't worry. There's more news. 3 films. Expect a trilogy. Well, I expected a trilogy from The Amazing Spider-Man. That never happened. So,
and they specifically announced that Affleck was supposed to do a trilogy as well. So that shit went.
We live in a world where Rocket Raccoon is more exciting to watch than Batman.
Oh God, you're right.
God damn it.
I always say we're living in the good 1985, but not if you're a DC fan.
Nope.
The script. Matt Reeves is still tweaking it, which is fine. It's not an origin story, which is great. It's
Thank
POV
God.
driven. It's a noir tale, so that could be cool. And Batman is in his detective mode.
I don't know what that means. I've never seen him in detective mode, so I don't know what that's referring to.
Dion, do you think it'll be a literal detective mode like in the video game?
If it is, I'll actually give it 2 thumbs up. But if it's literally like how they said that was going to be what the Dark Knight was going to be, but he literally did a detective thing for 2 seconds when he was investigating the bullet, I'm going to be pissed off because I'm going to be like, okay, remember, you fucking fandom reported this shit. If you don't fucking stay to it, I'm going to go and fuck Zack Snyder up for no reason, even though he ain't got nothing to do with this one.
You'll find a way to blame him.
You just like fucking him up.
I just will. I will. You know what? I will make that pledge now. I don't care how. If it is bad, I promise you, I'll blame Zack Snyder.
We'll just send him a very meanly worded letter, be like, "Dear sir, though you have no attachment to this new Matt Reeves trilogy of Batman films, I would like to take this time to tell you to go fuck yourself." Now, rumors. There could be around half a dozen villains in this trilogy of films. Okay.
Okay, so that would mean 2 per film. So
not the Sinister Six.
Hopefully that means that they're gonna do some version of the Long Halloween, which I think that's what I gleaned when I looked at that. I was like, okay, maybe that's them thinking about that.
For the love of God, please have fucking Clayface in there. I love that villain.
Yes,
he still scared the shit out of me. Can we please have him in a movie
and make Ron Perlman his voice again?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Now, I have a question. If they do Dion the Long Halloween, that means the Joker's got to get involved. Who would be the Joker? Because here's the next thing. The timeline says this film. This film is supposed to take place in the 1990s.
Yeah.
So does that mean Joaquin Phoenix will still be the Joker?
That's what I'm thinking. Because for them to which we knew that they were going to do something with the Joker. They've been a rumor ever since Jared Leto's punk ass was tattooing dumbass shit on his chest. We knew that they were going to do a fucking Joker movie. But with the Joker movie coming out, with that trailer actually being well received, and Joaquin's a weird dude, but him being all in, I would not be surprised if that was the plan, man. Especially with them putting this out and putting that rumor out at least far enough for fandom to pick it up. I would not be surprised if, maybe that's depending how this first one goes, if it goes the same way as the Nolan movie did, they make that the second movie in. Joker will have been out by then, and boom, we got ourselves some kind of build for the Long Halloween.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm really excited for that Joker movie because it could be a shit show or it could be amazing. But either way, it's not going to ruin Batman in the process.
Right. It's far enough away where it won't fuck it up. But if it goes right, man, and DC is hunting for that win. They're hunting for that win.
They are. I mean, they already got I think 2 from. They got a win from Aquaman and they got one from Shazam. So Shazam was well deceived. I love that movie. I need to go watch it again at some point. So it was a lot of fun, really funny. Aquaman was really good and a lot of fun. So they got 2 wins already. Hopefully they can kind of keep the momentum going, but probably not.
I would like when I get a decent place to watch a movie. I normally break in a TV with GoldenEye. But I kind of want to watch Aquaman on 4K with surround sound because visually, that was my favorite DC flick.
Yes.
Look, like I said, we live in a world where Rocket Raccoon's cooler than Batman, and Aquaman is cooler than Batman. Come on, like the ladies like him because of the way he looks. We would love to go have some beers with Jason Momoa. Like you can't lose. He's a cool dude.
Exactly.
And the movie looked great. I loved it.
As long as we can drink beers at that axe throwing bar that they have somewhere.
Fuck yeah.
I honestly think though, Dion, we could outdrink Jason Momoa each.
I think we'd beat his ass in drinking.
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Dion would pass out, and then Jeff would pick it up, but eventually also get really drunk.
Oh,
but either way, Jason Momoa is going down.
He's going down.
He's going down.
His security guards will pass out real quick. Hell, Kendo can drink a lot of beer. I think he could take down Jason Momoa.
That one would be a lot closer. That'd be a lot closer because Kendall has the experience. Jason Momoa is kind of a wild card. We know he likes to drink, but can he? Especially when your wife is Lisa Bonet. Who knows what the fuck where your mind's at when it comes to drink offs.
Well, Dion, they say that all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Jason Momoa, that's just not true. You can take that either way. I'm just saying.
Well, usually when you go on a drink off with another man, you got a 50% chance.
Oh my God.
But I, being the Lansing freak, I've got more. I've got an easy 2/3% chance.
I love Scott Steiner.
He's the man.
Dude, the first thing we do when we get to the hotel at Horror Hound is we're gonna turn that on.
Yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yes.
Let's see. Finally, hits a Hitchcock. The movie's going to be Hitchcockian in a sense, and it will not connect with the Ben Affleck stuff. So this was our quick little Batman detour. Here's the thing about geek culture. There's a lot of interesting things to discuss, and there's also a lot of terrible things to, I don't want to say, lament. No, you don't lament bad things. There's a lot of terrible things to worry about, to be honest, because it seems like we're getting interesting things like this Matt Reeves Batman. I see Hitchcock. I see things that I like. But then we also get like our friends saying, oh, the X-Men name is outdated. I honestly think, this is a guess, we're about to be in a situation where DC is producing films, Marvel's producing propaganda, and people are smart. I know social media brings out the worst in everybody, but get them out in the real world and they're different. Yes. The money spending audiences are going to pick up on quality. If I'm not switching gears and loving DC films because I lived through BVS just like you guys. But if DC can deliver hit after hit, they've been good so far. I guess you could say Justice League was a misstep, but for us on this podcast, we enjoyed it. But since Wonder Woman, we've enjoyed all the films here on this channel. If we go moving forward and Joker's great, okay, that's another hit in a row. And then after that would be Wonder Woman 2020, which they released that poster. Did you guys see that?
Yep, with what's her name on the
Gal
Gadot, yeah.
She's so pretty.
No, anyway. Whoever the villain was supposed to be, the other
Kristen Wiig?
No.
Kristen Wiig's the villain.
There's someone else supposed to be. It's I just fucking saw it before you sent the link to the show. I'll have to look it up. But there was another one. I'll look for it on Facebook and find it. But
what do you think about the? I'll finish my point, guys. Though, if we got Batman followed by that, and we get a string of great DC flicks, as fans of comic book movies, not just Marvel or DC, we all benefit, and we're gonna have a lot of fun stuff to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
Now, did you hear the news that Warner Brothers is pulling out Giggity of Comic-Con Hall H presentation this year?
They're pulling out what?
They're not okay. Normally at Comic-Con, these big movie studios come and they promote their movies. They bring the actors. They show clips and trailers. They're not doing it this year.
Yeah, that's fine because I mean, as we've seen, like those big cons have lost a lot of money. I mean, you had Wizard World buy what is it? They bought the Comic Cons that happened like over the last like less than 5 years, I'd say, last 3 or 4 years. And I think 1 year they had like 12 of them in major cities, and they lost like hundreds of millions of dollars to to people not coming out. And I mean, even Comic-Con, Comic-Con's kind of like, almost a geek rite of passage in a weird way, but who wants to spend that much money there and go there and do all this stuff and wait in line and deal with all those people? And even those companies, like they can release whatever they want to, like through their social media, and it's less money for them to worry about. They can do a whole interview in like a fucking studio, at their lot, and just have people like tweet in questions or shit like that, and that's it. Well, they don't have to do anything.
You saw how a lot of big video game companies are pulling out of E3 this year.
Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, because all that stuff is those conventions existed when the internet wasn't a thing, because people, they wanted an event to go to, so they could write it in magazines, and had to buy the magazines, and then had to read all the articles and all the other shit. And then you had G4 was the exclusive there for fucking
God, I used to
E3.
be so excited to watch that E3 coverage.
Yeah, I mean, they're like 24 hours of 24 hours E3. It's happening. We're doing it. It's here. Woo!
Nick,
we're not sleeping at all. Fuck
I would watch 24 hours of E3 because back then it was on Tech TV. They had it too.
Yeah,
because we had Direct TV and G4 was only on cable, and then they combined G4 Tech TV, and I creamed my pants because I was so excited. But when Tech TV would do all their G4 coverage, dude, I watched hours just to see clips of Super Smash Brothers Melee. Like, I was so pumped for that game. God, like 18 years ago. Shit, that's for you'd be an adult. You could go to jail if you were born when that game came out. Now, I'm just saying, man, I was so pumped for Super Smash Brothers Melee. I miss those days, the event nature of the trade shows.
Yeah.
But I am glad that we live in a world where I can just pull up my phone on the toilet and go, oh, there's the new Wonder Woman trailer. Okay, I'm sold. Like, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing though. Like these conventions are, I mean, like I get it's PR and things like that, and you're trying to sell your stuff, but it's like you're not selling anything there. You're spending all this money to do PR, to do promotions, to do ads and shit like that, just for a game that's going to come out at some point in the future. And I mean, I understand a lot of companies are trying to get away from that because they want to save money and put it, on into the game or whatever. So I mean, I get it. It's just how it's going to start being. So
yeah, well, we'll find out. I've heard a rumor. This is just a rumor that Warner Brothers wants to avoid people heckling about the Snyder Cut of Justice League. So that's a rumor. Obviously, there's no way to it. But could you imagine if they're like, "Fuck it, we don't want to deal with this shit. We're just not going to."
No, there's okay. I'm calling bullshit on that entirely, because you're worried about what? 2 questions about the Snyder Cut, maybe.
Well, there's a rumor some guy's going to fly a plane over Comic-Con with the question on an airplane. I think if somebody spent the money and I was the head of Warner Bros., like, fuck it, we'll do it. This guy got a plane. Fine. People are like, and then I'm going to be like, well, guys, we're going to hire a plane. And we're going to say, can we get Spider-Man 4? And then, we'll get it because we hired a plane.
Shit,
I mean,
put it up. Yeah, put it up on fucking Netflix or Amazon Prime and just have it on there. Just, here you go. It's up.
Well, I've mentioned this a couple times on live streams. I don't know if it's been on a stream with you guys, but I follow an Instagram account that has all the deleted scenes from Spider-Man 3. Mm-hmm. I honestly, if they're like, we're going to crowdfund to get the CGI finished, I'd put in like $300 or $400. I have to see this. There's like a final swing involved. There's different Sandman fights. There's a different Venom costume. There's all kinds of different shit that they filmed and did for this movie. The movie actually is probably really great, but then you have Avi Arad and all the other studios get involved, the other studio producers, excuse me, and we got the crappy movie that we got, and it only hurts. Because 1 and 2 were fantastic and amazing, no pun intended on the second joke, and then you get the third one and it sucks. Imagine a world where the Spider-Man trilogy was just the trilogy, but it was a perfect trilogy. That'd be cool.
Ooh.
Dude.
I guess the closest perfect trilogy is what, Captain America? Or would you say
No. I think Captain America's probably I'd agree with that.
Yeah. I would agree with that too.
Civil War is so good.
Yeah, and I just hate how it gets, shit on because it was so serious, but fuck those people.
I think I was thinking about this the other day, actually. That's part of the job with this channel. Thinking about what we're going to talk about.
Of course.
I think the tone, saying something is serious doesn't necessarily have to have the connotation of boring.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
yeah,
No, fuck yeah.
that's the thing. Is like, yeah, people say when a serious movie or a serious thing, it's like, oh, it must be boring. It's like, no, they can be serious movies that are still fun.
Like, I consider the first Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back very serious films. Like,
Yeah, they are.
amputations, decapitations, people are getting killed. There's battle scenes, all kinds of stuff. Vader kills his own men. There are scary moments, but they're also fun, escapist adventure, and they speak to us. Nowadays, it could be through Disney and the sanitation of entertainment, like with WWE and their PG rating, but everyone's so afraid to tell something serious. Like, wrestling doesn't have to have gratuitous chair shots, but it could be treated like a real sport and be serious and not have jokes every 5 minutes like Lucha House Party and crappy promos that aren't taken seriously.
God.
Like, you could do is serious.
I saw those guys for the first time this week, and I was like, "What the fuck am I looking at?"
Dude, that is why I don't watch wrestling much anymore.
Yeah, you haven't even been poisoned by the whole 24/7 title thing, dude. Don't even fucking go down that road.
What is it? AEW? Come on, man! Like, you make some force WWE to be better.
That pay-per-view kicked ass.
Yeah, force them to be better. I believe in you guys.
Now, speaking of believing, we have a new listener. He says, the channel name is, can I have 1 million subscribers, please? Hey, you can have them. Can I have them too? It says, yo, new lover of the channel. Discovered it via, I guess his name is Gusadeli, Gusadeli. And he has first off, thank you. Can I have 1 million subscribers? We appreciate whoever helped you find this channel. Shout out to them. And you, thank you for becoming a lover of this channel. And he has a question, a very good question. Which Star Wars character deserves an R-rated movie? Jabba the Hutt or Darth Vader?
Vader for sure. Jabba the Hutt. That'd be fun.
Jabba the Hutt.
Really?
Let me tell you why. Because a Jabba the Hutt film, imagine The Godfather, but in Star Wars.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't have to be a literal movie about him in his palace the whole time. You can have the seedier elements. But what you can do is you can also have Boba Fett or IG-88 or any of these well-known bounty hunters that we all love working for Jabba, like a Tales from the Bounty Hunter universe, that storybook that I bought. Just go out and tell these down and gritty stories, like the beginning to Rogue One, where you meet Cassian Andor and the informant.
Right.
Like, have it be that tone. Have it be, the blaster bolt. Don't have a hopeful tone and all this shit. You could really make an awesome movie. That's why I pitched Jabba the Hutt. What about you guys with Darth Vader?
Well, for me, I think if anything, to see Darth Vader at the end of episode 3 and right before A New Hope, I want to see that Darth Vader that we saw in Rogue One. I want to see the Darth Vader that we saw in the 2017 comic series. I want to see the Darth Vader that goes and gets his lightsaber and goes after Jedi Knights and is killing innocent people. And I want to see a Darth Vader that, even especially with him being sent out and on these missions for the Emperor, I want to see those seeds of mistrust between the two of them. I want to see him, changing from, again, because even as Star Wars fans, we all, the way that Jedi and Sith fight are different. So I want to see that underlining principle of him not using the Force for defense, but being offensive with it and practicing that on innocent people, where he fights bounty hunters, where he goes against Jedi who are hiding in on Tatooine and on hiding in the Outer Rim and hiding on Ort Mandel and fucking he's mowing down crowds of people because he's like, I get to finally use the Force the way that I fucking want to. I would fucking love to see that type of story, especially if you did it, even if it's just one movie, just no holds barred. Complete the type of Vader that chokes motherfuckers. I want to see him starting to get to where he starts using that as a regular weapon before we see it in Star Wars and Empire. I think that would be a fucking nuts rated R version, especially with him cutting off motherfuckers' arms and shit. Ooh.
Calm down there, Dion.
Well, to add to that,
you get me going, man. Woo.
Yeah. To add to that, I would also love to see the struggle between him and the Emperor, and like him wanting like a new suit and that whole thing, and trying to move in what he's got and still being kind of stiff and just dealing with that all the time and having to be like, all right, this is what I got, this is what I got to work with, kind of thing. But no, I'd like to see that, and I mean, I don't know. Do you think Quentin Tarantino would be good for something like that or not?
I think he'd be good for a Jabba movie, because I think, especially with the Jabba movie, you think that'd be like Sopranos in space, and that would be dope as shit. I think,
yeah,
and he
that
would be very good at that, because then he could even do like, it's obviously it's a Jabba show, but you could have that Star Wars version of Jules and John Travolta and Vince. Jules and Vince. I think that would be fucking dope. And then,
I would watch a movie called Jules and John Travolta. I'm just saying.
Jules and Travolta.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
yeah, this summer. But I think he'd be good for that. But for like a Darth Vader movie, I don't know if I'd go with Quentin Tarantino. I think maybe I don't know if for a Darth Vader movie, maybe you go back to Gareth Evans, man. I think he'd be great for that.
How would you feel if they made a horror movie and Darth Vader was like a Jason style character where people were just living in fear of him? It doesn't have to be like crazy, like
it would have to be one. I guess he comes to like a small colony or a small planet, and he's hunting for something. And
the Great
honestly,
Jedi Purge. There we go.
Yeah, honestly, that would be cool as shit. I'd be entirely down with that because you know his powers, you know what he can do, and I think that would make him like incredibly terrifying because he can feel you, he can hear you, he knows where you are, he can pull you out of wherever you're at and like crush your skull with a thought.
He's like a shitty Santa Claus.
Right.
He doesn't bring gifts, he brings death.
Yeah, I think as campy as Jason X was, it would have to be that Jason. He had to be Jason X Jason, just walking around, not saying shit, force grabbing bitches by the fucking head and dunking them in liquid nitrogen, just straight up.
Dude,
Jason X Vader.
How about
Jesus.
if they go the horror route? All you hear is his breathing. He never speaks a line of dialogue in the movie. That'd be
even better. That'd be even better because that's the only thing you hear. Oh man, that'd be even better.
Like, because the part that you always laugh at in Empire, Dion, is when Luke's walking through the hallway and you hear the lightsaber and Darth Vader's got his arms and you're like, yeah, every time. I can't watch the movie without seeing that in my head. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no. That'd be scary as fuck. Like he just comes to a planet and he's got a mission from the Emperor, and he already doesn't want to do it. He's already pissed off. He's like, fuck, all right, fine. And he's just mad and has to get something from these people, and he's just roaming through the village and just trying to get it. And dude, that'd be cool shit. I'd be down with that.
Thank you very much. Can I have 1 million subscribers, please? Micah D2 says bad publicity is still publicity. I guess they're talking. Micah is talking about X-Men. Do you agree with that statement?
Say it again.
Bad publicity is still publicity.
I agree that a lot of people in business think that. I would never agree that that's a good thing. I think that that's definitely something that people who cover up their mistakes in business love to throw that out there. But yeah, I'd agree that people definitely think that shit.
Yeah, because I mean, as you saw with Solo, there was a lot of bad publicity there all the time, and look what happened.
Wait, no, it's trolls. It's online aggressive trolling, according to Ron Howard.
Thanks, Ron. It's not like you came in the movie halfway through, motherfucker. But that's fine. That's not the fault of the studio. That's the fans. Got it, buddy. Thanks.
I think you drank. There was some lead in the water back in Mayberry. So what's her name? Aunt B. She was
God.
God. I hate that show so much. Andy Griffith, dude, my uncle's one of the coolest dudes you'll ever meet. All he wants to do is kick back, drink a Pepsi, and watch Andy Griffith. And he's not even 60 yet.
Damn.
Like, come on, Uncle Seabird. No more Andy Griffith, please.
I need to hear the whistle one more time.
Oh, that fucking whistle, Jesus.
Dude, it's like us with the Twilight Zone. Like, remember the episode where this happens? He's like, remember the one where Andy and Barney? I'm like, dude, that's every episode. And Aunt B and Opie went down into the hole and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, is that Lassie? No. I'm not a fan. Figs Matter with your boy Cecil says, well, sorry for that motorcycle. I wouldn't mind an all-female X-Men as long as it was a high-budget porno, that is.
I'm okay with that. All that leather and all those boobs and all the telepathy. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Hey, I'd be down to see Psylocke and Mystique just getting sweaty, beating the shit out of each other, and then beating each other off. I'd watch.
How about they just hire Famke Janssen, Rebecca Romaine, Olivia Munn, and I guess Halle Berry.
Yes, fuck yeah. That's an all-star lineup right there.
Yeah,
Brass get on it.
I mean,
all Olivia Munn's really good at. I mean, she looks good, and that's about it.
You could fund that movie. We could fund that movie. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yep. Salvador, this is great. Disney, we're just gonna let X-Men die. Me, this one's for you, Morph. Disney, please put that show out on Blu-ray. Like, I hate giving Disney money, but I'll buy X-Men. Seriously,
Yes.
I can't get enough of that show. Did I tell you how heartbroken I was last year when I finally got the Wolverine from when we were kids and it broke right after I opened it?
No,
Oh,
god
what?
damn.
Yeah, I got Tiger Stripe Wolverine, and I had him standing on my shelf. He never fell. Nothing ever happened. And one day I went to pick him up and like see if his popping claw feature worked, and his arm just fell off. I was like, "Fuck!"
Damn.
Like, the plastic had like rotted away at the joint.
Cold-blooded.
I think I'm gonna buy another one. I don't care. I really want.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Like I think I'm gonna have an X-Men themed basement when I move.
That'd be fantastic.
You just go, actually, I'm gonna have a comic bar. We'll talk about that off air. My mom's been
Ooh.
buying me shit for it. So
Hell yeah.
Obi-Wan 27883. Oh, and we'll live stream from it when you guys come to visit.
Oh, definitely,
Damn,
definitely, it's happening.
Obi-Wan 27883. Thank you very much. In this vein, Fantastic Four seems outdated now too. Let's replace it with the marginally mediocre matriarchy, and Sue is now in charge with men bowing.
I mean, fuck, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, we should do a drunk live stream for the Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
We can do that. Seriously, write that down.
I've got the DVD. I can get it to you guys. I got no problems.
Let's make that happen. I've seen that movie 3 times.
Oh
God, it is the best Fantastic Four movie.
Which
It is
is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's so Roger Corman as well.
Do you have Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
Watch the documentary about it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that.
It's called Doomed. It's really great. It's well made. It's 90 minutes.
Listen. If you tell me to watch a documentary, I'm going to watch it. I've fucking loved the George Lazenby one ever since.
Becoming Bond. Yeah. I follow him on Facebook. He has an official Facebook page. I want to meet that guy. He's made my list of celebrities I want to meet. Yeah.
Oh shit. I might do
and he
that
runs
too.
it himself.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. Well, fuck, man.
Yeah.
All right, Judge.
Yeah, it's not like something like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, here I am with my daughters or granddaughters. I'm like, okay, cool. George Lazenby, you're a real person.
Yes, he doesn't have somebody just like running it just because. All right, I'm on his page now. I want to,
Crimson
Done.
Glory 28. Oh, by the way, I want to go back to the Obi-Wan thing. So Obi-Wan, it's funny that you bring up that joke. I've gone back to try to read some old Fantastic Four because as a comic book artist, Ethan can attest to this too. Sometimes you go back and you look at the masters, you look at these classic pieces of comic book art, and you think, what were they doing? How did they do it? Why did they do it? And is there anything I can integrate into my artwork? And so I was looking at earlier Fantastic, well, maybe in the 40s or 50s issues numbers where this guy named Joe Sinnott was inking over Jack Kirby. And, it's a product of its time. I don't think anybody should go back and call it whatever by today's standards. Like, you go back and watch the Twilight Zone, the shit they talk about or the price of food. It's just it's a different time. It's what was, current then. And it was a natural progression. So, it's bizarre, and if they ever do make a Fantastic Four movie, I hope they can steer clear of making it to like, Sue's gonna get liberated and just make her part of the team from the get-go because she is smart and they do respect her. So instead of making it the journey of her growing, let's just have her be a full member of the team and then make the movie. I'd watch Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Crimson Glory 287, thank you very much. There's already been cringe fest of NPCs wanting history to be renamed Herstory. Didn't work the first time.
Oh god.
It's a word, people. You don't alter it.
Well, it's not like it's a fucking, obviously we get with derogatory shit, and slurs, that's bad, but shit like that it's not a slur. So you trying to change it simply because of the climate today, it's not the same thing, Not even close to the same thing.
History to herstory. What are you gonna call that now? Ancient tales. So just history, just ancient tales. That's it.
Yeah, the word history is gonna stay forever.
Yeah, because that's unless you can find some other word another word that means the same thing. That's I guess gender fucking neutral. If that's what triggers you, good luck.
Now, just keep it what it is. That's all I can say. People that advocate for those types of changes that make no sense. Let's see. Cesare Japan says, the irony of the title X-Women. There was a 2013 graphic novel that featured the same title that features a well-known erotic artist, Milo Manara, doing one of the 4 stories. Now, I know who Milo Manara is. Dion, do you know who that is? Nick?
I do know.
Okay, do you remember a couple years ago the outburst about the Spider-Woman cover?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do.
That's the artist, and he's a very talented artist. But he draws a very erotic lady, if you will. That's the nicest way I can say it. And it is. I've never read the story, but I know who he is, and I've seen he did some other covers too for X-Men.
Yeah, apparently he's got an Instagram. I'm checking it out right now. So yeah, he likes the women. He likes the women. That's what he does. So
he's just like a more experienced me. That's what my Instagram.
No, that's true. That's true. Because like every now and again, and because I have you a notification on Instagram, and all of a sudden like it'll pop up with like 18 fucking photos get uploaded. I'm like, what's going on? What?
Yeah,
what is this?
For those listening, some listeners follow me on Instagram. I don't really post all the time. Maybe every 3 months, I'll do a couple images, like 20 of them. But it's just like random sketchbook dump. And it's fun stuff. You get some more complete stuff, some unfinished stuff. Like my Betty page, I thought was cool. The one that's like the light and shadow one.
Yeah, definitely.
And here's a secret too. I pick them out, and then I rank them by favorite. So my favorite is the first one to appear, and then of that batch, the one I like the least is what pops up, at the end of it. So it's a little insight into who I am. But Cesare Japan, it is funny how they push for things. It just goes to show you how ignorant a lot of these people are. I firmly believe this. I'm pretty sure you guys will agree with me. The worst people that are connected to these movies aren't the fandom. It's the people that run them because they know dick about the properties.
Yeah, and I mean, once again, to blame your customers is retarded. It's like, oh, the reason I didn't sell all these things was because you guys, talk shit about it. It's like, that's because it was shitty. Make better shit, and we'll throw more money at it, asshole.
Right. It's as simple as that, man. Jesus.
Yeah, blame. Yeah. Because look in the mirror and blame yourself. Don't blame us, because we're just consumers. You're the one who makes it. Make better shit.
Jason Green says, since these people are so thin-skinned, call it X-triggered and be done with it. Horse, Dion, horse.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes, definitely call it X-triggered.
Are you sure you're not related to this Jason Green, Dion?
As far as I can tell, not that I know, unless somebody's aunt did something that they don't want to talk about, we ain't related.
Okay, just checking. You have a very close-knit family, so
yes.
You are one of the few people who I've met most of the members of your family, and I liked each and every one of them. They were all so nice.
That's what we strive for here in this fam.
Especially your drunk uncle.
Yes, absolutely. Gerard is a crazy motherfucker.
He reminds me of Donnell Rawlings, but not ashy. I don't know how to. I don't know what to say. I just like him. Uncle Pepe's still the best, though.
Oh my God.
The Rookie Critic says, "Hail WCBS, have a good stream." We are. I'm having a fantastic time tonight. Now, the Rookie Critic invited me onto his stream earlier today. I was out. I went to the gym and I had a couple things to take care of, so I couldn't have made it. But a Rookie Critic, if you ever get he had Midnight's Edge, Nerdrotic, Mecha Random 42, Mary Mayhem. Oh God, who else did he have? He had a full lineup of fantastic YouTubers. And, Rookie Critic's one of them as well. But I was listening to the stream as I was right before I called Jeremy, actually. So you guys go to the Rookie Critics channel after this stream, or in the morning, or whenever you're listening to this. After you're done, go check it out. I think it's 90 minutes to 2 hours, but it's excellent. They were getting into some deep topics. I'm going to go back and check it out tomorrow when I'm finishing up this page, because the fandom menace is growing, and it's not like, oh, we're just trying to say that. No, the channels are growing. Gary hit 100,000. Black Angus Reviews is over 1,000 now. Drunk 3PO's in the 2,000s. We're almost to 125,000 now. So, it just keeps rolling. Actually, guys, Nick and Dion, we're getting close to passing Ethan.
I like it.
But probably by next week's show, we're going to pass Ethan subscribers. Yeah. So that'll be fun.
That's crazy.
Then we'll beat Jeremy, and then we'll be back to the top of the fandom menace. I got a couple ideas, honestly, that are they're going to be a little longer in terms of video content, but we're going to get a lot of traction from them. They're important to talk about right now. Yeah. So, folks, if you're out there, make sure your bell notifications turned on, and if you're enjoying the stream, hit a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. Darth Vader's disembodied charred phallus is here.
Yes.
Rebranding X-Men? That's the worst news I've heard since Obi-Wan. Hold on. That's the worst news I've heard since Obi Schlong told Anakin he had the high ground. Why not call them C-men?
Oh God, I love that account every time.
Hey, you know what? We should make a C-men T-shirt, and it'll just be us as the X-Men.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that.
Micus Miller says EVS no showing tonight too. Oh yeah. I haven't heard from him personally. Since the week before last, right? No, last week. I guess he's alive. I saw him stream, but he'll be back next week. He's fine. He'll be back. I assumed he was just busy because of all this comic stuff he's doing. One thing, in his defense and my defense, a lot of people look at comic books. You can read a comic book in 20 minutes. It usually takes 6 weeks to produce 20 pages for a lot of people. Because Ethan was drawing 14 hours a day. When I do this book, I'm putting 8 to 9 hours per page type of thing. So I get it. I'm not making excuses for the guy. I don't even know what went on, but yeah, he didn't no show tonight. Ethan is many things, but he is not officially a world class bullshitter. The 4 men you see in the little icon, those are the world class bullshitters. But we have a couple members that are reserve bullshitters. You know who you are. Just putting that out there. Dr. Coffindale says, bot spammer attack, Jeff. Help. Well, not only are they dead, we have Salvador and the other WCBS mods to thank. So, guys, another set of flex emojis for you guys, keeping the chat nice and clean. Thank you very much. Stone Cold Jeremy says, hail WCBS, power to the wrenches, and he sends in 8 flex emojis.
Thanks,
now,
buddy.
Now, Tim Riggs sends in a great super chat, and I actually had a question for you guys about this. So he says, remembering the greatness of toxic masculinity on this, the 75th anniversary of D-Day, God bless those soldiers. Yes. Now, the reason I agree with the sentiment, actually on social media today, I posted our Veterans Day stream that we did back in November. Check out the link. It's a lot of fun. A lot of our listeners are, military currently or ex-military. And I just found that this channel, for some reason, speaks to them. So I embrace it. And I'm thankful that they love what we do. So we had that stream for those guys, and we're going to do that annually. We'll find a date for everybody to make it work, and we're going to do that each year. But Tim Riggs' super chat had me thinking, what is your guys' favorite World War II film?
Ooh, that's a good one. I had to think for a second. Ooh, I really do love Saving Private Ryan, but I think Wind Talkers has got to be my favorite World War II film.
Oh shit! I was gonna go U571. I like that one.
That's a good one. That's a young Matthew McConaughey too. Yep.
That one I thought was a lot of fun, and I really liked it. Especially when they had the fucking, I forget the decoder, they had the code computer from Germany. I forget what it was called, but they got that and they had to get it back to the US. It was a really tense, interesting movie. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a weird one and say The Dirty Dozen.
That's a good one. That's a classic, man. That's good.
I saw that for the first time this year because late last year, early this year, I was telling myself, look, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch a classic movie once a week. Find them on Netflix, give them the proper respect. So I watched The Godfather, Dirty Dozen. I watched an early Hitchcock movie, Strangers on a Train. Like I keep it up.
Another one, if you like Clint Eastwood, is Where Eagles Dare.
Is that a World War II flick?
Yes, it is.
I'll check it out. I'm a huge Clint Eastwood fan.
Yeah. He's in that one. That one's pretty good. There was also the original Inglourious Bastards from '78 with Fred Williamson in it.
I love that guy.
Yep.
He is crazy as shit to meet, but goddamn, man.
Yeah. CTE's a hell of a thing.
Now they know the effects.
Yeah. I've got the pleasure of meeting that man a couple times and having him sign a poster for me. And he's wonderful to talk to, but goddamn, sometimes.
I was gonna jokingly say my favorite World War II movie was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
I was gonna say that too.
That's right before World War II, though.
38? When does World War II officially start? 41? I don't know. I'm not a history guy.
Well, Germany invaded Poland in 39, technically.
Oh, okay. So there we go. Okay, fine. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Wait, no, it's over by then.
Yeah, it really is over by then.
Kate Blanchett, you Nazi bitch!
Irina Spalko, Stalin's fair-haired girl. I can't believe I remember these lines. I hate this movie. Why do I remember this? I honestly haven't seen the movie in 10 years.
Oh,
good. That's not long enough.
I don't think I ever need to see Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull ever again. Like,
no. That movie, all the copies of the movie need to be thrown into a volcano and just burned up forever. Just that's it.
I'm almost tempted to say if I could Thanos snap that movie out of existence over the Star Wars sequels, I would. Only reason I say that is because Indiana Jones was literally perfect up until that movie.
Well,
Yes.
apparently they're going to start shooting part 5 here soon. So
Yeah.
I've heard. Are you guys
Yeah.
excited or interested at all?
I'm interested in that as Indiana Jones, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, just take it out behind the shed, man. Bullet right between the eyes.
Only thing I can say is being an adult, I'm looking forward to the merchandise line coming back out because I will buy all that shit. I don't care. $200 Willie Scott doll? Fuck it, get me 2 of them. All
God,
right,
dude.
anything goes. I'll buy them all.
It is
Yeah,
Willie
yeah,
Scott.
of course. Yeah. You're gonna have cool shit coming out definitely for that. Yeah, I mean, once again, I'm on the fence about it. I got burned by the last one. I think we all did. I'll watch it and give it a shot. Yeah, that's what I can do. But I mean, don't expect it. You know, I don't expect it to be like anything near the first 3. So
I love Indiana Jones so much that I would buy a boulder in an Indiana Jones box. It could just be a round rock, and I would buy that. I don't care. It's like, yeah, line it up with your Indiana Jones dolls, and whatever. Okay,
and knock them down.
it's a styrofoam rock, and I paid $100 for it. Well, it's Indiana Jones. I fucking bought it. Alpha
God.
Terranema says New Mutants releases the same day as The Prototype 2013. What is that film, The Prototype? That's John Cena's old wrestling name.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, The Prototype. Wow, if we type in The Prototype, John Cena pops up.
Damn right.
This movie, The Prototype, looks terrible. Oh, God. Well, it's got a 7.2 out of 10, so, I mean, it might not be that terrible on... What is this? I'm sending you guys a screenshot. I don't even know what this movie is. It looks
The hell?
bad. Here you go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Let's see here.
What the fuck is
Oh
this?
wait, you're looking at the 1992 prototype. That's what you're looking at.
But it says I'm looking at 2013.
2013.
That is fucking God. Well, even there's one that I'm looking at now. It says the prototype official movie trailer, Meta Man movie, and it says, "Oh no, this came out earlier or something." I don't know. There's the prototype is very like I guess a weird. They use it for they've used the name for a lot of movies, so it's hard to tell what the hell it is exactly.
Thanks, Kendo. Thanks.
Thanks, buddy. obviously, you've had a few. This picture's really blurry.
Alpha Terranema, dude.
That chick's just looking like, what the fuck?
He's like, I'm a world class bullshit. I'm like, don't say the name. Don't say the name. Shut up and go.
Abort mission.
Yeah, don't ever tell people that when you're drunk, you're part of this show. No. That's a true story. I don't tell anyone what I do. Like, people see me like, what do you do? I own my own business. What do you do? Internet stuff. Oh, okay. And they leave me alone. Like, I refuse to tell anybody I meet that I do this. I don't know why, but
Because you're smart.
I think that's all. I just don't want anybody to say, like, oh, this guy did this, or like whatever. It's like, you don't know who I am. I'm just that large guy at the gym. Don't talk to me. Listening to my Beverly Hills Cop soundtracks. Gets me through the workout. JT's Let's Play says, thanks for speaking my mind for the last 2 years, and sends in a heart.
My man.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much, JT's Let's Play. And here's to another, 15 years. We're not going away. Don't worry.
Here's another century of world-class bullshitters.
We accidentally drank that potion, and we're just invincible now. So
Yeah,
we're
just immortal. That's it. Yeah.
How about this for a comic? We'll be granted immortality as long as we continue to do this podcast each week.
I mean, there are worse fucking. Fuck yeah. Keep me in there, man.
At that point, we'll have taken the money from the channel, put it into high yield things, and it's like getting like, oh, we're getting $1 million in interest each month. Well, in the future, $1 million means nothing. Well,
that's a gallon of gas.
Wow, what a concept. They don't even use zeros anymore. They just put 1 M and like, oh shit, $1 million for a gallon. All right.
Oh fuck, we're fucked then.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm walking. Everyone's got super huge quads. Horror Mania movie trailers. Thank you very much. Anyone you're looking forward to seeing at Horror Hound Indie? Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. Greg Sestero.
Oh yeah, we gotta get a photo op with him. Give me the information.
I'll send it to you right now.
Because we're gonna do that. We'll have our WCBS shirts, but we fucking love the room. We should all take plastic spoons and black wigs. I'll get us black wigs.
What day do you want to go? You want to do it Friday and get it out of the way?
Yeah, look. I know we don't know this guy, but I feel like he'd have a great time hanging out with us. Just putting it out there, Greg. I know most people are going to be weird at Horror Hound and smell of cabbage and stuff like that. We won't. Come find us. We'll have a great time. And first round's on me. Dion, who are you looking forward to meet at Horror Hound Indianapolis?
Definitely Greg Cicero for sure. I just I'm just gonna throw spoons at him and be like, "I love you. You are my heroes."
Fuck! I can't wait for that show.
Oh god, I need to give you guys the soundtrack again.
Fuck yeah,
Salvador. Thank you very much, sir. I think this crap in the stream directly represents these fans. Also, did you see the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive NECA Slim Jim Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was really
to
cool.
me yesterday.
That was really cool.
Yeah. I will own that. Oh yeah. Okay. I love Macho Man. I mildly enjoy Slim Jims when I'm drunk. I have to have that figure. Probably get 2 of them.
Ooh.
Dig it.
Yeah, I wish they'd do limited edition figures of The Rock, but he always wore the same thing, but it still means a lot to me.
I agree.
Stone Cold Jeremy says, I don't think Robert Pattinson is bulky enough to play Batman. I think he looks more suitable to play Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
But you can bulk up. I mean, it's you see it all the time. So I'm not too concerned about the build bit. I mean, because I think he's
well. I mean, if you look at Michael Keaton, he's not very jacked. He's real scrawny.
Or a rubber suit.
Yeah.
Right.
He was really scrawny. Once again, nerds fucking mailed in letters. They paid for postage and sent in stuff about him not liking him. And in which movie do we love? Batman 89. So there you go. All right. Once again, I'm not saying Robert Pattinson's going to be amazing. We haven't seen him yet. I'm willing to give the dude a chance. So we'll see what happens.
I wouldn't mind if they did Neil Adams style Batman where he was a little thinner, like more athletic. I don't know. Do you guys want an armored suit or do you want like a more like male?
No, all I want is a good movie. That's really all I want. If I have a good movie, the suit could be the 1960s suit.
Yeah, but that's a good suit though. I care.
It is, but I'm just saying, like, if I have a good movie, if the movie's good, Robert Pattinson does a good job. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with whatever, really. Like I'm down.
I mean, for me, I mean, in terms of if we're talking specifics, I would prefer at least a light armored suit. I do like that look, not the war Batman armored suit where everything's in armored plate, but I do like seeing the Nolan Batman suit. I like that suit. I like that armor plates where there's space far enough where he can move, where it stops bullets, but knives are still a factor. They're still dangerous. I do like the look of that suit because it looks a little bit more practical, a little bit more realistic. The rubber suit, I didn't mind as long as you don't put fucking nipples on it. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan of the cloth Batman look. Give me a little bit of light armor.
I want long ears though. Like not the nubby Jim Lee, but like the Michael Keaton, Neil Adams.
Yes.
Fairly
I don't want definitely Batman short ears. That fit well for that story. I'm tired of the short bat ears thing. Give me the long bat ears. I'm so tired of the Frank Miller short ear, but it pisses me off at this point. I hate that they use that bat suit for fucking BVS in the first goddamn place.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that either. I'm just don't care for it.
Chewbacca fan 0824 The Virgin says Battinson will be a good ally for a strong Catwoman. Played by Kristen.
Don't you dare say it.
What's her last name? Ritter? Bell?
We're not even gonna go there. I saw that joke on Facebook and I almost flew into a rage. I was like, "Don't you say that? Don't you speak that shit to existence? Fuck her. Don't even let her come near this franchise. Leave Robert alone."
Here's the thing. If she is Catwoman, I'm gonna laugh my ass off, and
I'll blame you and Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will laugh my ass off.
Alejandro, I said not to say her name.
Itself.
Don't do it.
Yeah, because like that's one of those things where it's like, all right, you guys fucked up. That's hilarious, the shit that you did that, but fuck you.
I don't want to see Catwoman biting her lip and clearing the non-existent hair that's supposed to be under. I don't want to see her doing that shit. I don't want to see her talking really low and then saying that and then going back to very low. I don't do that, please. Just keep her away from this. Keep her. Don't even have her in the same fucking state.
Oh, it's Kristen Stewart. There we go.
Yeah, I knew the name.
Damn it. You said her name once already. Fuck.
Biggie Smalls, Biggie Kristen Stewart. No, look, I know it. I know it's a dumb joke. We'll find out in 2021 whenever the movie's out.
Yeah,
do you think they're release a kick-ass Batman game, like another one? Finally, it's been what, 4 years?
I have no idea.
4 years? Yeah, because Arkham Knight was 2015. But I hope so, man. Like, let's get another goddamn good Batman game coincide with the movie. Let's fucking do this shit.
I think we live in an era now where we can have the big budget superhero flick and a separate video game that'll make a lot of money. They don't have to tie in, and they'll be excellent. Like Spider-Man from last year was the best Spider-Man game.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Spider-Man movie coming out. Could be great, could be crappy. Who knows? We'll find out in a month. But I want to see. Wow! Thank you. I love my shitty neighborhood.
Thanks, T800.
Yeah.
John Connor. Does John Connor live here? Hey, does John Connor live here?
Nah, man, that ain't me. That ain't him.
Man, that
He's
ain't
in
him.
Buffalo. You know that truck? It should stop. Why'd you wreck off the dam, man? Get out. Anyway, Cesare Japan says Ula should get an X-rated film. Just saying.
Now?
Ula, the Jabba the Hutt's dancer, should get an X-rated film. A Green Lady.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
watch it. Hell yeah.
Do you find it funny that they never CGI out her boob popping up?
I was just about to say, I love seeing that nipple when she. They're good times back in the day. Good times.
I'm just saying, for all the damn effects changes they made to Star Wars, Lucas is like, I like boobs. We're gonna leave that one in.
Yeah, I think so. None of that for years. Just never said anything about it. Nobody else is, so they're just like, yeah, it's fine.
Every once in a while, George will throw us a bone.
Man.
Sometimes it creates a boner.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi was full of. We figured 10-year-olds like Star Wars. They're 16 now. They need something.
Yeah,
right. They need a little something to go take home with them.
Bikini 90, thank you very, very much. Winter Soldier is still my favorite MCU film. Seriously, but they stepped outside of the lines to incorporate a corporate spy thriller into a superhero film. The MCU needed a Nolan Batman style film.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Nolan brought Batman into, I guess, into something that was more tangible. I don't want the MCU films to be that way because then I don't think they would work. They wouldn't work as well then.
I don't think so either.
How would you bring Thor into that universe? Like, how are you gonna make it more tangible?
Well, I think too, just
he's saying the MCU needed that, and he's saying that's what Winter Soldier was.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, I still think that was still a little bit different. I think you're on the right track, but yeah, no, I think in terms of the differences between the rest of the MCU and Winter Soldier, which definitely you could put in the serious movie. Yeah, no, I think that's accurate.
Yeah, that's the one. That and Civil War both stick out to me in terms of just quality that hadn't been matched. It's just really the Russo brothers that pull that off. Because I like the first Captain America. I respect it. I'm a Joe Johnston fan. The man designed the Millennium Falcon based off Ralph McQuarrie's designs. He finalized it. Let me rephrase that. Worked on Boba Fett, did the Rocketeer. All kinds of great work. The guy was very talented. And going back, the first Captain America movie really holds up very, very well. But there's just something that... Okay, so it was released at the perfect time, too, because we had seen Captain America deal with modern day 2012 at the time in the Avengers. Then we have 2 years off, and we see him settling back into his life. So he works for S.H.I.E.L.D. He lives in Washington, D.C. He's got that list of things he's trying to catch up on. They really make him feel real. And I like that movie. One of the biggest action scenes, dude, is on the fucking freeway.
Yes.
They're just shooting guns and shit. That could happen in real life. But the next time you see Captain America, he's fighting an army of robots from, vibranium and shit. So it works. I like it. I really like Winter Soldier. That's probably third or fourth on my list of MCU flicks.
No, I mean, and again, I think that it in a lot of ways did better than what the Dark Knight did. Obviously, I've said before, the Dark Knight, especially at that time in our history, was there was the Patriot Act and all this shit, and the Dark Knight did a very good job of kind of using that as the backdrop during a terrorist like event, right? And then you have the Winter Soldier, which I think did a better job of that, where they incorporated a fucking shadow government that has been infiltrating every facet of government for the last fucking 60 years. And then you amplify that up with the backdrop of a personal relationship between him and the Winter Soldier, and it did it so fucking well. And then on top of all of that, it's still a great fucking action movie. So I think that, and then again, it was serious. So it was a serious movie that was nonstop fun. It even had fucking George St. Pierre in the goddamn movie. So
wasn't it Mark Sleeper?
Yeah, with his inability to speak fucking English, and he's speaking French the whole time. That movie was so fun, and it did a better job of what the Dark Knight did. And the Dark Knight did a damn good job at it.
What was it? You had the woman who was in Logan's Run and American Werewolf in London in it as well.
Oh yeah, Jenny Agutter.
Yep.
She was one of the council members.
Yep, exactly.
I do love the part when Scarlett Johansson has like the face mesh and pulls it off in his hair, and she's got that wig. I'm like, all right, Scarlett.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm a fan of hers. Speaking of fans, Logan Michael anti-Funko Pop. Horse, Dion Horse.
Yeah, goddamn it, Logan Michael.
Alpha Tyranima has a question. You guys heard about the rumored Godzilla fighting game from Arc System Works. Supposedly, it's coming out Q4 2020. Mainin, my boy, Baragon, if it's real. Have you guys heard about the Godzilla game?
No.
I have not heard anything. I thought they were going to kind of stay away from it from the last one right before Acclaim shut down.
Did you go see the new Godzilla movie?
Hell yeah, I did.
How was
Have
it?
not.
It was fucking fantastic. Another example of critics having their heads too far up their own asses. It was super goddamn fun. People were complaining that there wasn't enough people in it. That was awesome. I think the only thing that was kind of annoying was the whole, Millie Bobby Brown being a little bit too involved in the goddamn movie.
I knew it.
But again, it still wasn't. It didn't take too much away. They get to the final fight scene where she does her thing, and then it's boom. It's about Godzilla and Ghidorah fucking fighting. And it was awesome.
I did hear a funny behind the scenes story about that movie.
Really?
A guy that was at this thing I was doing over the weekend told the whole group a story. He was a wardrobe PA, and they had ordered $150,000 worth of pants from Belgium that had the Army's insignia on them and this, that, and the other. And they ordered them. They came in, and they tried them on. And apparently the sizes are different from American sizes. Go figure. Nobody fucking thought of this. So they had to then return them $150,000 worth of pants back to Germany.
What were the pants just for costumes?
Yeah, they were just costumes. Just costumes.
Goes to show you how disposable money is to Hollywood. No wonder they.
And that movie was shooting for 7 months, mind you.
God damn.
Yeah, 7 months. They did shots here, and they went to Mexico for a little bit and did some shooting there that they needed to, and then came back. But yeah, they were shooting. But yeah, apparently they had to buy stuff from all over the world because they were dealing, I guess, with the world armies in the movie. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know. But they buying stuff from all over the world for the sizing and things like that. Some of them didn't fit, and also apparently
because they don't have a whole lot of that in the. I mean, when they're in these locations, they're in the locations movie wise a couple hours, in real time in the movie a couple hours. But even in the movie, it's they're in Mexico for 10 minutes. I mean, and even then, it's just the backdrop. They had to Rodan.
Even then, like I think to get stuff to Mexico, they wanted to use an airplane to ship it down there or whatever, or send it down there, and they didn't do that. They had to drive everything by truck because it was cheaper. So yeah, like it was weird how they're trying to save money and not. It's a strange. Another one was apparently the director, like they had to have certain hoods for the hazmat uniforms, and the key wardrobe person made 10 of them, and the director said, "No, I didn't want these." And they had to order the ones that are in the movie apparently from NASA. And get those. Yeah, the things you learn. The things you learn.
Jesus.
Movie making.
Yeah, it's a fun, grueling, horrible, sweaty process that that happens.
Well, Alpha Terranima, if they do another Godzilla game, I could be convinced to buy it because I like Godzilla.
It really depends on the gameplay. If you're just like going through smashing shit, like I don't know how that would how long I would play that game.
Maybe Godzilla could be the final entrant in Super Smash Brothers. Like he starts out at you pick Godzilla and you press one button and everyone just gets blown off the screen.
Jeez, well I still can't wait for the remaster of Ghostbusters. I can't wait for that,
dude. Day one purchase. We're gonna do.
Oh no, 100%. I will pre-order it or whatever the fuck I have to do to get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it for probably the Wii and for the PS4 because I want to be able to have it portable in case like I'm somewhere and I want to play it.
You mean like Horror Hound Weekend?
Yes, exactly.
Well,
if it comes out by then, fuck, dude, I will gladly buy it.
I'm guessing it comes out in the summer. That's my guess.
I really, really hope so. If it does come out before Horror Hound Weekend, I will get a copy 100%.
Well, I mean, E3 is next week, so we'll find out.
So we should hear a date by then, hopefully.
Yes, Nick meant the Switch. That's what
did I say? Nintendo.
He said the Wii.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yes, I did mean the Switch.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, nobody else plays the Wii but you. Okay. God,
I think I got the first Wii, and me and my brother used it for a little bit, and then we were just like, this sucks.
It really does. I know there's Nintendo enthusiasts out there that like our channels. Look I grew up Nintendo. Yep. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, had them all, loved them all. We bought it, regretted it. Skipped the Wii U, love the Switch. Just saying, man. The Wii was kind of a dumb console.
Yeah. Because we got the Wii, and then I think after like a week we didn't like it, and after a month we returned it and like traded it for money or whatever at GameStop, and never went back until the Switch. So
I had Zelda, Smash Brothers, Mario Galaxy, Metroid Prime 3, and it came with Wii Sports, and then I had a game called Wii Play. Other than that, and the only reason I bought Wii Play is because it came with an extra Wiimote. I did not like that system.
Yeah, I mean they want. I guess they wanted to do a VR thing with it because it's like, oh, you have this remote and you can do all this stuff. It's fine. But it ended up just being like, all this is sports games, just sports games and other weird games, and that's it. So I guess they're trying to make people more active as well by playing the game. It's like, no, you don't really need to be.
Well, the future is 10K televisions, courtesy of films.
Jeez, 10K.
Our friend on topic says X-Men is in better hands. Wait for the MCU X-Men. Well, if reviews are anything to go by for Dark Phoenix, I mean, you're right. It sounds like it's a dumpster fire of a film.
Yeah, I mean that's really through process of elimination. Really,
I'm agreeing with on topic. That's all I can say.
God, I might go watch some movies this weekend and really catch up. If I can get into Dark Phoenix for free, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna pay for that shit.
I kind of want to go tomorrow night, but I'm going to watch the Saudi Arabia WWE show at Phil's house.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm just like, oh, I really
Superstar Showdown,
dude. I won't get into it on this, maybe on After Hours for a brief moment, but God, it is so hard to be a WWE fan. It's embarrassing.
It's tough. It's
like the only thing they got going is like the beautiful women and like Roman Reigns is a shit wrestler. I don't know. But if the Rock,
I'm really glad he beat cancer, but you're still a shit wrestler, buddy.
I am very happy the man's healthy. I hope he lives to be old and have a great life and his kids are healthy and everyone's great. Fuck you, the wrestler, though. I hate you in the ring. God, I don't want you to ever even get injured. Go wrestle forever, man. Be what you gotta be. Nothing but positive thoughts.
Listen. Maybe you can leave wrestling and take one of those classes and learn to code. Who knows?
Or I hope the Fast and Furious movie is a huge hit for him, and he acts in a bunch of movies, and he's too busy to wrestle. That way, I can just say I'm not watching that movie.
God, I still want to watch that movie so bad. It looks hilarious.
I'm gonna go see it, but I really hope it's not all about like Samoan pride film because I know The Rock loves his heritage. There's nothing wrong with that. Cool, but it's a car franchise. Please.
Yeah, I agree. If the last like 30 minutes is that part, I'll be okay with it. If the last like third of the movie is that, it's fine. But if it's like the last half, I'm gonna just be like, no, I'm sorry.
So we went and saw Godzilla, and obviously had the preview for Hobbs and Shaw, and sure enough, they get to the scene where The Rock goes to see his family, and it's fucking Roman Reigns standing there with their stupid fucking face, and they start to fight, and he does his fucking trademark ooh-ah thing, and I didn't even mean to, but I verbally was just like, shut the fuck up, Roman Reigns, and Hillary just starts fucking laughing. I was like, I can't, like, again, as a person, go, you do you, boo-boo, for sure, no problem with that whatsoever, but I can't stand that dude. I'm just like, why are you bad at everything? Just why? Why
is your hair always wet? Just a towel, motherfucker. A towel, goddammit.
Stop wearing vests. We get it. Why are you always wearing vests?
Shirts exist, man. Pockets, come on, man. Diversify.
His vests have nothing but pockets on them. Don't talk about the pockets. He's got more pockets than you can even dream of. 2 on the back, 12 on the front.
For all the pens he needs. I don't know what.
All the autographs he's signing. All the wet wipes he needs to stop.
I don't know. Maybe they have little like fucking. He's got like trail mix in a couple of them as well in case he gets hungry. I don't fucking know.
Diabetic. He doesn't want to get low blood sugar. He got some peanut M&Ms on him. He's like, shit. Oh, I'm good.
Oh, God.
I can go again.
Oh, jeez.
Roman Reigns is the bad alternative when you wish John Cena still wrestled.
Oh, shit, you're right. You're fucking right.
They can both sit at a fucking Denny's and discuss their fucking futures. Fuck them both.
Yeah, well, you know what? We'll go to Denny's at 6 a.m. with Carmen, and we'll discuss. That girl was so fun. Oh, my God.
She was something else. That's for damn sure.
She was like Gail the Snail, but fun. So.
Yes, and attractive.
Yeah, very. Alejandro Ibarra Flores, thank you very much. I'm thinking about buying my first $100 toy from Amazon, the 26-centimeter Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea from Revolve Tech. Should I use all my available GCs on it or use it on games, movies, etc.? What do you guys think about?
God, the Nautilus. Now, is this from the novel or is this from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? I think that kind of...
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea from Revolve.
Yes.
Let's look it up real quick.
Yeah, so it's got to be the novel then. It can't be... Ooh.
Yeah, it's a novel. It's a novel.
I say get it, dude.
Yeah.
I say get it.
Yep, do it.
Yeah, go for it. It looks pretty damn awesome. I mean, I like high-end collectibles. Go for it. You can get it for $84 on eBay. I trust Revolve Tech. I have one of their figures. Yeah, don't get it on Big Bad Toy Store. It's like $30 more. So just be prepared. Like, here's my hint to folks out there that want to buy collectibles. Shop around. Always go for reputable things, but you can usually save $30 if you just go to, look around. There's a lot of these SH figure arts I'll pick up. They want $90 on certain sites. If you buy them from Japan directly, they're $60. And the shipping is like $8 if you're willing to wait. So Alejandro Flores Ibarra, get it, save some money, and go to a movie and get your Nautilus. That's how I always operate.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Logan Michael, Anti-Funko Pop, says, Dion was attacked by horses riding mannequins.
I don't want nightmare fuel, dude. What the fuck?
How's this for nightmare fuel, Dion?
God damn it. I got my headphones on and shit.
Dion, what's up, buddy?
How's
it going, man?
God, I hate both of you so much.
I'm right behind you, man. I'm right behind you.
I thought I was in the clear. I thought I was in the clear.
You're in clear and present danger.
Yeah,
God damn it. It'd been months. I thought that we made it past this. And I keep looking behind me. God damn it, Nick.
On topic says Captain Marvel making $1 billion equals anti-SJW fail.
I mean, it definitely is going to be the avatar of the MCU. People aren't going to remember it. It's not like no one's going to give a shit when it turns 10 years old. Tell you that.
No, we're all happy that Iron Man turned 10 last year. We all celebrated and rewatched it. When we get 10 years past the first Avengers movie, it'll feel like an event still. I mean, Good. I'm glad it made its money. Not really. It was a dumb movie. But to me, it just shows what the MCU is going to be moving forward. And if Marvel is going to lie in that bed and think that's going to make $1 billion, well, they might want to rethink what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Really. No, it is. It is. Even though, Spider-Man's the official end or some bullshit like that, but still, it's over. I'm done. I'm done until like I see certain if I see something I like I might come back, but I'm not giving it my money, my time, whatever. I'm done.
Right. Listen, I understand they're going to keep making MCU movies, and that's fine. I'll go see them. I'm not going to go see them opening night every time. But if you think that the Marvel Captain Marvel models the way going forward, especially if it's true that you had to buy a bunch of those goddamn seats, then you're gonna lose a lot of money. You're gonna lose a lot of money because that whole that cloak and dagger bullshit, so it doesn't show up as a loss on the record books, is not gonna work every time. It really isn't, especially with again, you can say that it's the fans being split and trolling, but a sequel of a character that no one liked does not ever transfer into money made. Never does.
Yeah, I mean they can show as much. Yeah, because I think for it to get to $1 billion took a ridiculously short amount of time. And Black Panther made $1 billion in like I think it took like 6 weeks, something like that, to get to $1 billion. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's a good amount of time. I get it. People, and every time I went to the theaters, those screenings were packed out all the time. So.
We'll watch next year. They'll be like, "Yeah, Disney inflated it for tax or stock reasons," and they're like, "Oh shit."
Well, like I said,
yeah, it's just one of those things where like you can follow the money and you'll find it in whatever budget they've put. Like you'll find it somewhere. It's there.
Yeah, next year when they release their reports, you can. Yeah, somebody in the Fandom Menace is going to look. Probably, what is it? Data Racer? Is that the guy that always does all of our?
I think.
Yeah, that's it. I don't want to say it's somebody else. That's
And even so, like, and even going down the who the fuck is racing in that neighborhood? Fucking dickheads. And even going down the tinfoil hat thing for a second, if let's just say for this conversation that they did buy seats, and it does come out whenever they have to report their end of year financial stuff. The thing that people have to remember is that's illegal. You can't buy your own shit and then say that it's been bought correctly by people, by fans, by the customer. That's illegal. So, if that actually happened, and this is just to get, this movie popular because of the political climate, I hope it's worth fucking getting in some serious fucking trouble for. I
didn't even know if it was that popular.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Even if that happens, what's really going to happen? They're going to pay a fine, and that's it. Game over. Done.
Right? No. Yeah, I'm not saying that anyone's actually going to go to jail, but the egg on their face, if it comes out that Disney, or even if it's just Marvel Studios, bought tickets and then reported them as consumer buys, even if they pay a fine, that's going to be reported. That's good. And that's all the fans are going to see that shit. Everyone especially people who stuck their fucking necks out and see that you guys did something, whether you went to jail or not, did something illegal. That's not going to look good, especially all of the fucking reporters they ran down, all of the websites they ran down. We talk about it all the time with Star Wars. We talk about it all the time with Marvel. All the bullshit they put out about fans being trolls and neckbeards and using all the buzzwords that people try to use to piss nerd culture off. If it comes out that you did something illegal just so you could do that shit, what do you think is going to happen when the sequel comes out? Especially when you're the star of your supposed franchise echoed the same bullshit. And again, this is just tinfoil hat shit. But dude, what is Brie Larson gonna look like if it comes out that Marvel bought tickets to see her fucking movie, whether she knew about it or not?
Even if any of that stuff never happens, the sequel's not gonna be making bank.
Right, exactly. Sequels usually don't, and then you have this shit. No way.
Captain America movies made more because we had already seen Captain America. Here's the thing, too. There are a lot of people that only go see Avengers flicks. For Captain Marvel to be written into the Avengers the way they had told us, and then you see the movie and she's barely an afterthought. Like, let's say, a family. You have a kid. There's budgets involved. Let's say a family with 2 kids are like, we're going to go see the Avengers, but we can't afford to see Captain Marvel. So you go see Avengers, and like Captain Marvel delivers the ship, goes away. comes back. No kid got invested in her character from that movie. Only some weirdo on the internet's going to say how I was so moved by her achievement in the film. Like, what? Getting punched off screen by Thanos?
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at that movie is not going to build a brand.
Well, and we know all that other shit is true. We know that the Russos didn't want to put her in the movie. We know that her being written into, them rushing the Captain Marvel movie out was the studio. That wasn't part of the original plan. And we also know that the Russos had to make a deal to keep her out of Endgame, keep her out of Infinity War, then keep her spot in Endgame minimal. That was a deal that they made to finish their fucking movie. So if everything in that is true, and that people know that now, you have all that working against the sequel too. Like everyone knows that's not internet bullshit. They admitted that shit. So we know that's going against the sequel too. And it's like, fuck. I hope you guys are ready to hold on to your asses on this one, because they made their own bed with this. They really did.
Yeah, the next couple of years is gonna be a lot of fun for our channel.
Well, and also with Disney buying up all these properties, that's more money they can lose.
Oh yeah,
because you're spreading yourself extremely thin across all these properties and all these things and all these companies and everything you've bought. There are more chances of you to lose more money. So who knows what's going to happen at Disney in the future?
Now, Dion, did you see the Marvel Ultimate Alliance cover change?
I did.
How Captain Marvel's not as prominent.
Yes.
Let me see.
I bet that was Nintendo too. I would bet my 401k that was not Nintendo, because they don't want any part of this shit. But and especially the way that they did it, like they slid it in there after the trailer came out.
So let me try to find the images, because I actually sent them to you guys. If I can't find them within the next minute, I'm not going to worry about it. But you can find them where Captain Marvel is more prominent, and you can find it when she is less prominent. So let's see. There's that image. I found the one where she's in the middle. Where's the fucking other one? Anyway, you guys can do a little online snooping, and here it is, right here. Yeah. Okay. So the original one where they actually, here it is. I'm going to show you guys on screen in just a moment. So originally they had her front and center, where she's clearly the main focus of the film or the video game. Yep. And then they changed it, and because I made a big point, I'm like, dude, they changed Captain Marvel.
Yes,
they took her back. They changed the whole cover.
Yeah, this isn't that very much like almost triangle shape, like leading to her. It's like, yep, she's it. That's it.
Yeah. Now here's the next one, and I'm going to show these on screen. So just a second, folks that are watching the chat. By the way, thank you guys to the hundreds and hundreds of people watching. I'm very excited for tonight's show. We got a good audience. Okay, so let's see. Let me just pop out this chat like this. Full screen it. So here is Captain Marvel originally, folks that are watching. If you're listening, just use your imagination. So here she is originally on the cover. The other characters are technically bigger, but she is literally the focal point of the fucking poster of this game. Okay, so everybody take a look. And then we go to the new one. And that's the official cover of the game.
Yep, they put her behind 4 other characters.
Well, let's be honest. The 3 characters, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Wolverine are the 3 most popular Marvel characters, probably of all time. People say, what about Captain America? Captain America's great. But Spider-Man, since he debuted, well, I take it back. He debuted in 62, got his own title in 63. By 1967-ish, maybe 67 when the cartoon came out, but also there was a Fantastic Four show. Spider-Man was Marvel's main superhero from 1967, really until now. I know Iron Man and the movies make more money than Spider-Man, but everybody knows Spider-Man. There's like a specialness to the character. He's their Mickey Mouse. And he's never lame. Wolverine in the 90s, come on, dude. Wolverine was bigger than the X-Men, and the X-Men was bigger than everything else.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're talking about the biggest of the big. And Captain Marvel was an afterthought. But there you go. One more time. We'll show the original poster. That was what the game was going to be. It was very clear that she was the main focus. You can see how they treat the other characters. They even clear out space. Every other character has a lot more overlap. That woman has clearly been meant to be the focal point. And there we go. There's the actual game. She's big, but you almost can miss her because the way her red and blue.
They've mixed it. They muddled it to where it's like, you can't even tell where she is almost. Yeah.
My thing is, it's not that Captain Marvel is a female character. No one gives a shit about a female character being popular. My complaint about Captain Marvel is how hard they try to make her popular, and how they have to use all these dirty techniques and tactics to make her,
Yeah, and I mean, even the comics didn't sell that well at all, and they were pushing.
They've never done. They've never, and that's the weird thing too about when they first released the cover for the game. She's in the other games.
Mm-hmm.
She's Miss Marvel, but she's in the other fucking games. And then for them to kind of they keep doing it with all the ads on Facebook for Marvel Legends or whatever the fuck that game is. That they keep showing and trying to push her to the forefront, and it's like I don't understand it. I get it. I understand the idea that hey, apparently people say that they want more female characters. I get that, but why use one that has never ever shown any sign of being an A-list hero for Marvel? Never.
Yeah.
It's funny, but whatever. We're gonna move on. Thank you very much, though. On topic. Swinging Cot says, dude, he quit the council. He's been saying it lately. Ethan has not told me. I haven't talked to him. He hasn't said anything to Jeremy about quitting the council either. So he must be joking because he hasn't said anything to us about it. But it's news to me. Mad Horsurian says, speaking of World War II, have you guys heard of Sabaton? They're an awesome Swedish metal band who sing about historical battles and military figures.
I have not. That sounds pretty dope, actually.
They do sound cool. Let me write them down because I'll check them out. Let's see, Sabaton. I feel like Captain America with my little book. Except I'm writing big boy receipt.
I got that reference.
Thoughts from the Batcave says, greetings, guys. Keep up the good work. Well, Thoughts from the Batcave, we will, and thank you very much for those kind words.
Thanks.
Jorge Pulido says, I missed the collection stream. Is it on the Good Morning Pop Culture channel? Well, Jorge, I'm going to do you one better. If you go to the chat right now, I'm going to drop the link right there. There's the link. So there you go. So, boom. Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. The collector stream was a lot of fun. We're going to have more because I didn't get to talk about my love of Marvel Legends X-Men and a bunch of other things. Obi-Wan2783 says, Jeff, I have a $100 Indiana Jones pet rock to sell. Well, if you want to have my email, shoot me an email and I'll PayPal you for your Indiana Jones pet rock. But I need the certificate of authenticity. Mega Jetty 1 says, see my thoughts on the Last Jedi video and sub. So, folks, the name of the channel is Mega Jetty 1, big supporter of the Fandom Menace. Check out Mega Jetty 1's thoughts on the Last Jedi. It's the movie that keeps on giving Star Wars a bad name. Sam Owen, thank you very much. Sonic will make more money than The Rise of Skywalker.
That is a bold statement, sir.
That is a bold statement.
All right, Cotton, let's see how it plays out.
Because right now they had to push back Sonic to next year. So
if the design of Sonic impresses, I'll go see the movie just to say, like, hey, you guys listen to the fans, I'll support your product. Oh my God. If the movie sucks, I'll be honest and tell everyone out there. But it looks like a shit show dumpster fire. I'm gonna go watch it anyways because it's just that. I mean, as soon as I saw Jim Carrey, on screen and doing his little thing, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch this. This is horrible. This is dumb shit." I'm gonna go to the fucking theater I go to where they got food, get a couple Long Island iced teas, and fucking just get white girl wasted and watch the movie. You're a middle-aged soccer mom.
Fine, I'll bring my whiskey with me then. God damn it,
dude! I'm changing your name to the Samoan soccer mom, Nick.
I like it. Official rebranding.
Listen. You kids need to be quiet. I'm turning this van around. Okay, we won't make
Xanax this morning, there, Mom.
I didn't have my Xanax or my coffee. Again.
Keith Hauser, thank you very much. Did you know that when you ask Google the definition of SJW, it says derogatory term for social justice warrior?
What?
Yeah, Google knows what an SJW is.
That's funny.
Yeah, Google, man. I do love to, like, sometimes if I'm laying around bored, I'll just say, like, okay, Google, and ask it random shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like, oh, now it's listening to me.
Yeah. Well, it's really always listening.
Here are the top results, starting with one from Pinterest.
Wow.
From what I said, it says 22 shirts that explain your feelings so you don't have to.
You said random shit.
Yeah. Does your phone listen to you for ads? Wow, that's the second result.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
creepy. That's real creepy.
Third one, you're not paranoid. Your phone really is listening.
That's even more creepy.
Oh man. And the rest are about funny t-shirts.
Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, if my phone can listen to me snore at night, I don't care. But Keith, thank you very much for your super chat. I did not know that, but Google knows more than we do. It's Skynet.
It is Skynet.
Wonder has an observation about Endgame. He says, "Does anyone notice in Endgame Hawkeye wears a 3-arrow type quiver, and then after the Avengers base blows up, he's wearing the type he does normally?"
I did not notice that.
Yeah, didn't notice that at all.
No, I've only watched it once, but it could be a continuity error. The thing that threw me off was when Rhodey shows up in a new armor at the end of the movie. After the
When the Avengers assemble.
yeah. Look, I like that as much as the next.
Yeah, because the quantum armor, and then he changes to his normal shit. I'm just like, okay. I guess he had time to change.
Yeah, I don't like that. Where are we at? Obi-Wan 27883 says, "Are these bots EVSs? They better not be porn, but they're actually porn." Boo!
I
Thanks,
mean,
Andrew, for doing
probably.
such a great job.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just bored Korean people. That's all it is.
Obi-Wan 27883 also says, "Jeff, Indiegogo for a sweet house with a pool, hot tub, and WCBS Ultimate Man Cave in a gated neighborhood. Do it. Here's $5 to start."
Oh God,
That's my plan. I would film so much content at that house. It would be stupid. I'm like, "You guys want good morning pop culture?" Of course, every morning, because I'm so happy to be alive. And then we'll have a fucking set. And then at noon, we do our whatever at noon, make some videos, and then at night we go live. Yeah, it could be like a big studio that I live in.
I have no problem coming up there and shooting all kinds of crazy shit. It would
You guys
be
would live
awesome.
with me for a couple weeks out of the year.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dion, sorry, dude. Tell Hillary and the kids you're busy. You're going to Cincinnati.
Deal. I can swing it.
Our friend Secret Rebel says, WCBS Martina Marcota is so damn sexy. She's all the way live. Just throwing that out there. LOL.
Who is she?
Let's see. Okay, Google. Martina Marcota.
Here are some pictures that match.
I don't even know who she is. I guess she's an actress.
Yes, yeah.
I don't recognize the name.
I don't either. I think she's an Instagram model. Who is she? She's got 17,000 followers. Lady Alchemy. She's an interpretive dancer, performance artist, political activist. She's based in New York. And let's see, how old is she? Who is she married to? She's older. She's born in 1985.
Oh, so she's my age then.
I think she was born 2 days before Back to the Future came out.
That'd be some shit.
She's from Yugoslavia. I've never heard of her. Huh.
Yeah, don't know who she is at all.
Yeah. Well, she's good looking.
Yeah, she is.
Who would she play in the MCU if she was in it? She kind of looks, in this photo, she looks like Famke Janssen. Just saying. If we need to do a flashback to Goldeneye, there you go. There's my kid.
Yeah, why not?
She should just cosplay for Xenia Onatopp. I'm just putting that out there. Eat Tepecuians, the place to be reviews. Thank you very much. Hail Muff Daddy and the BSers. Just showing love, the place to be reviewed. Folks, we're going to show some love back. So, our friend E Tepecuian is really investing a lot of time into doing what he loves. So, the place to be reviews is his channel. He has a podcast. He has a co-host. They're putting out all kinds of interesting content every day. So, do us a solid, support the Fandom Menace, and check him out. You will not regret it. Let's see. On Topic says, Aladdin is about to make $500 million while Godzilla King of Monsters is struggling to make $200 million. Thoughts?
Bullshit.
Well, has Aladdin opened in more theaters? First off, because Disney movies. Let's see. Let me look it up on Box Office Mojo. Where is it?
Let's
Box
see.
Office Mojo. So let's see. Aladdin in Box Office Mojo. Aladdin opened in. Where is it at? Does it say how many theaters it opened in?
I think it's right under domestic summary. It's like 40.
4,476 theaters.
Yeah.
Now let's see how many Godzilla's opened in.
A little less.
Okay, so it's opened in less. Plus, Godzilla is an Aladdin's a remake of a Disney movie that people like.
Plus, monster movies don't necessarily always do well.
Yeah. Plus, Godzilla is like $13 million less in the budget. So yeah. I don't know if that matters.
Well, let's see what Godzilla movies make historically, though. So if Godzilla has already made, what has it made? 200 million?
Under, I think, just under.
Yeah. Just under 190
Okay,
worldwide right now.
I'm trying to look at these because I'm just getting domestic numbers. I mean, it's Godzilla. I don't think the box office was going to be $1 billion.
No.
Oh well.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just once again, it's just Disney doing the thing with nostalgia and something is familiar. It's like, oh, we're doing it brand new, but it's slightly different and slightly longer, slightly more songs, and it's going to be cooler, and that's what they're advertising right now.
Everybody bitched about the last Godzilla too.
Yeah, everybody really did not like the last Godzilla.
It's kind of like Captain Marvel. Nobody really knew what it was. A lot of people didn't know what it was. They knew it was a Marvel branded thing, so they went and saw it. And if they didn't like it, well, they're not going to come back the next time. Godzilla didn't really, a lot of people bitched about it. I liked it. I thought it was great. And, a lot of people just didn't go see it.
Yeah.
So that's what
and once again, like Aladdin goes with a lot of people's, like, it's something you saw as a kid, as a child, and, really resonates with nostalgia once again. And that's what they're trying to hit. They're trying to hit that spot, man. Trying to get you to give them your damn money.
As long as we live in a world where John Wick 3 was successful, I'm happy. Oh, no way.
Shit, man. It was so successful, they immediately greenlit part 4.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about Bill and Ted 3 now because they introduced their daughters when in the last movie they have sons. So,
oh shit.
I don't like it. If you're going to give a character a daughter, fine. But if you've given them a son and they don't exist now, that's where I have a problem because you're like, oh, this sounds great. Now you got to follow the continuity of your own story.
That's very true.
If in our comic, Kendo lost a toe, he's got to not have a toe the rest of the book. You don't get to just pick and choose people. So
yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I don't dig it. Oh, David Hervey's got a great question. He says, "Why is it so hard to turn Roman heel? It worked for The Rock. When he started off, he was about to get fired until he turned heel." Dion?
I mean, I think the biggest difference is that, Rock didn't have that gigantic push before turning heel, where Roman, outside of being part of I'm having a fucking brain fart right now. Being part of the Shield, he was pushing the Shield, and then bam, after he left the Shield, the guy got a fucking rocket ship to his back and went to the moon. But I think, and then again, the obvious thing is, when The Rock became heel, he was in his element. He got a chance to fucking actually express himself instead of being goody two shoes. Roman can't do that. He doesn't even have the experience to hold The Rock's jockstrap, let alone be even in the same sentence with him. So, I think, you're talking about two dudes with vastly different levels of charisma, and just Roman just does not have that. The only thing he has is the word cousin behind his name when people talk about him in regards to The Rock. So it's just, Roman's just not that dude. He just doesn't have it.
That's an excellent point you make, especially with the charisma thing. That's what I was going to say, because they're two different beasts.
Right.
Now, you could make Roman heel, but it's Vince McMahon that chooses not to. So if you're out there thinking, what does this mean? Well, wrestling's a lot like anything else in terms of entertainment. Only a few people write it, but instead of, a movie being filmed, they act it out in a wrestling ring. And Vince McMahon is an old coot, and he needs to retire.
Yeah, he's crazy as fuck. He needs to he needs to go and he needs to go paint or garden or I don't know, just do something.
Let's see. Crossbreed Azure says, Jeremy, Godzilla was boring and bland. Every screenshot of King. Every King. Wow, I can't speak right now. Ever screenshot of King Ghidorah. Am I a joke to you? I'm seriously happy Dion enjoyed it. I've seen it 3 times.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so was he making fun of people saying that it was bland?
Yeah, because Jeremy said it. Crossbreed Azure loves it.
There's also a guy who only wants to eat chicken nuggets and drink Diet Coke. Okay, so
No, it's Yoo-Hoo.
sorry, Yoo-Hoo. God,
He couldn't have hung with us at Feel Good at Chow.
no, man, you kidding me? I was shocked that Anna and Jesse like actually they weren't like usual people from California who are vegans or whatever. They dug in and they loved it. I was like, fuck yeah, let's. You know,
Jesse's like,
awesome.
can I have my steak rarer? I'm like, there we go.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, there we go.
Spirit animal right there.
Yeah.
Brett Favre says, I'd give more cash, but I recently lost my job because I was late for work because some space lady broke my hand and stole my motorcycle. Hashtag I stand with the dog.
What?
My man.
What's that
I get
from?
that reference. It's that's the deleted scene for Captain Marvel.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I look over my head. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
That was
fuck.
awesome.
Okay, all
That
right,
was
all right.
so awesome.
Okay.
That was incredible.
Sorry, we didn't get it.
Yeah. Logan Michael Anti-Funko Pop says, man, regarding Henry is mega gay. Salvador says, no shit. My ringtone is the X-Men theme. When we stream in July, we'll talk Marvel Legends X-Men in depth. Well, Salvador, give me a date. It can't be. I'll give you, but it's got to be like the second week of July moving forward. I think. Don't hold. Look at Salvador. You're my Facebook friend. Message me. I think I'm going to visit Gary from Nerdrotic. He's trying to get some YouTubers together for his birthday. He's turning 50 and he's going to Vegas, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it's Gary. He's a great dude. I want to meet him in person.
Very nice.
So I'll give you the exact date. I know the beginning of the month I'll be out of town hanging out with Jesse in Columbus, and I'll be home, and then I'll be back. So we'll make it happen. Don't worry, man. Adam Walford says, hey, do you know when you'll do a Warhammer 40K stream? If we do, you'll have to teach me about Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's tabletop gaming. It's a tabletop gaming thing. I don't know what it is, honestly. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
I look at if we can get a couple YouTubers involved that really love it, I'd love to make it happen for you guys. I don't know what it is exactly, but you know. Let's see. Alejandro Flores Ibarra says Revolve Tech Nautilus is the Disney one from 1954. Still get it.
Wow, yeah, definitely.
I've seen that movie one time. Or was it 20,000 Leagues Beneath the Sea or Under the Sea? I saw it once as a kid, and I liked it. I think it's not Kirk Douglas is in it. Somebody's famous is in it.
I went on the ride when they had it at Disney.
How was it?
It was awesome. I mean, it was basically how the movie was. Like everything looked real fake, and you're in this little submarine that's going around this small pool, and you know you look outside and you saw all the stuff, and that's pretty much what happened. So yeah,
It broke the illusion.
I mean, you know. It was a ride that was made a long time ago, and it's gone now. It's been gone for a while, so yeah, it was fun, but that was it. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. It doesn't look real at all. Thanks.
Alpha Terranima says, going to bed. See y'all in the next one, and watch hashtag King of the Monsters.
Godspeed.
Will do, man. Will do.
Jason Green says, no, you're busy, Jeff, but please try to get your gift from the car. I sent a ton of vinyls for Dion and don't want them to warp. Oh, they're out of the car. Don't worry, Jason. They're in the living room. There's a stack of boxes, so I'm going to go down there and bring them up to this office and start filming over the weekend because I went back to the P.O. box today. So I got some more stuff from our friend Logan Michael. So thank you to everybody. I will catch up on the P.O. box stuff, and then once I get caught up, I'll make sure I do it regularly because you guys send some really cool shit, and that's probably my favorite thing to film for the channel because it's a genuine surprise. And when I get like a Salvador box or a Realities Frank box or even a Jason Green box, I know I'm gonna get stuff I like. So I got my Miami Vice vinyl next to me. I got
Nice shit.
I know what's up. And again, thank you guys for everything, especially your patience. I appreciate that. But yeah, Jason, don't worry. They're in a house. They're very safe. Don't worry. They've been there for a couple weeks now. Two, because I switched out cars. So yeah. Logan Michael Anti-Funko Pop says, anyone interested in a Legends Green Goblin? Well, Logan Michael, I bought one for $40 at a used toy or a toy store because it was new. I was like, I don't have the Green Goblin. I kind of need him. See, I'm dangerous around Marvel Legends because it's like, well, I got Spider-Man and I got Doc Ock, but I don't have the Green Goblin. Now I got Kraven the Hunter. Now I need Elektra. Now I need Vulture. Now I need the Chameleon. Now I need this. Now I need that. And then it's like, fuck, now I need to, somewhere to put it. So I do have it, Logan Michael, but thank you very much. And let's see. Shanzel White Glint says, I'd give more, but I'd spend it all on Star Citizen. Well, Stanzel White Glint, we appreciate anything. Believe me. Thank you. Like I said, you guys are making the fandom menace grow, and we appreciate everything. Adam Walford says, hey, Jeff, that Astartes fan film is set after the Warhammer, or in the Warhammer 40K universe, and you have seen it. Oh, okay. Sorry. I just forget some things at times. Let me take a screenshot to make sure I rewatch that. It was, there we go. Boom. We need an expert. Dion, stop what you're doing with your life and just study Warhammer 40K.
Oh my god!
A day for the next
jeez.
I'm on it, man. I'm on it.
Yeah, I'll pay for the divorce and the house bill. You just Warhammer it all day long.
I think that's already what he calls it.
Shit, yeah, that's all I need. I think Kendo has the time for some Warhammer.
Probably.
He would be the one. I'm like, Kendo, learn about Warhammer. All right. There's a box coming to your house. Just read everything in it. So, is there anything else you guys want to cover? We went a little longer than we planned tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think we got all the main points here. And RIP X-Men.
Yeah, we didn't even get to play our Clint Eastwood or our William Shatner game. We'll have to play that next time.
Deal.
We'll do it with Kendo back. How's that?
Oh, that'd be fun.
That works. Yeah, that works. Because I got a few of them that I had put down. So,
all right. So, folks, this has been episode 176 of World Class Bullshitters. Every Thursday night, we take a dump on the world of pop culture. If you enjoyed this stream, this video, anything you listen to us or how you watch us, make sure you give us a thumbs up. If you listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play Music, and whatever, give us a 5-star review. Not for our egos, but to let YouTube and all the other platforms know, like iTunes, that you enjoy our content and you want to find it more easily. We thank you in advance. This week, I will have many more videos back up, and I don't really know what else to say besides thank you guys. This has been a hell of a show. I had fun talking about X-Men. I always have fun making fun of Disney, and it's great to hang out with my buddies and the fandom menace. Love you guys. So is there anything else you guys want to say?
.com.
I wanted to plug my channel real quick.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have my own channel called Real Independent Productions. Me and my co-host Scotty saw Brightburn and Ma over this last week, and the reviews will be up Monday and Tuesday. So if you're interested, if you're curious about those movies and want to see them and don't know if they're worth your time or money, wait till those days. The reviews will be up and it'll tell you what we thought about them. Also, our movie for our podcast that's coming out tomorrow is a movie from Wages of Sin, my friends from Augusta who have made a movie called Old Men of the Rooks. We get drunk and we review it, and we had a good goddamn time. So subscribe, like, comment. I'll thank you for that.
Now, Nick, make sure you tweet out your Brightburn review from the World Class Bullshitters Twitter, because a lot of people wanted to hear us talk about that movie. I had no clue what it was.
Yeah, I kind of, I watched the trailer and I was intrigued, and I'm glad I watched it. I will tweet. The review will get tweeted from the WCBS Twitter.
There we go. So, folks, if you want to know what Nick of World Class Bullshitters thinks, well, Real Independent Productions Nick will have that review for you on Monday or Tuesday.
Yep.
So that's it, folks. We're going to go over to After Hours. We're going to talk about some stuff that we can't talk about here on YouTube. And we'll be back next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully Kendo's team has won the Stanley Cup, or they're one step closer to the Stanley Cup. If they lose, I'm just going to troll them indefinitely for life. You were this close to glory. Did get it. No, I'm just fun with you guys. Thanks to everybody out there. We'll be back next week, the High Council and all that stuff. And as always, be excellent to each other.